California on the move.
This is KNXT Los Angeles. It is 1 minute past midnight.
C-A-L-I-N. O-R-N-I-A. California.
Come to California, we are on the move.
Sun, sea, happy, California.
Come to California, we are on the move.
California, California, on the move, on the move, on the move.
California, on the move. California, on the move. California, on the move, on the move.
They call it the Sunshine State. From Malibu to Laguna Beach, it's California, where everything's new and on the move. Take a galactic trip or a Jedi ride into the future, where Conan comes alive in the City of Stars. First stop, Universal Studios, Hollywood, USA.
Welcome to Universal Studios. You are on galactic space. Be prepared for anything.
We are being invaded. We are being invaded.
Full alert, alert, full alert, alert. Prepare for ice tunnel ejection. Ejection complete.
In the age of Merlin, eons ago, a boy drew a sword from a rock and became Conan.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Universal Studios present the good, the bad, and sharpshooting Sam. Well, that's it. We thank y'all for visiting Universal Studios.
Welcome to America's Six Flags Magic Mountain. Watch the U.S. pro diving team shaping up for the L.A. Summer Olympics. And fly the rails to see the Six Flags ski team in action. Just for the fun of it, chase the laughs in the 360-degree roll around the revolution. And roar in a razzle of a ride down the incredible Colossus. before you fly. Take a spin and ski barefoot. Or make a lively stop and electrobop or breakdance where the action is down on Sunset Strip. California on the move, from Six Flags Magic Mountain to Conan's Universal Tour. A suncoast of fiction and fantasy. That's LA today. California on the move. This is the exciting world of Peter Stuyvesant. Alive, vibrant, full of fun. Peter Stuyvesant, the international passport to smoking pleasure.
Hello, guys. ArchieLuxury on the ArchieLuxury live stream channel. There we go. Peter Stuyvesant, your passport to international smoking pleasure. Blue Shirt Buddha, $2. It's Wednesday night, live with the Pontiff. Thank you. Upvote, please upvote and super chat your questions, and please support the Pontiff. Thank you, Blue Shirt Buddha. Jerez, 6 shekels. Amazing intro, AC3. Well done. This is my groove. 1984, baby. 1984. You heard the man. Getting ready for the Summer Olympics. Summer Olympics. Exactly. Kurt, Instagram, superlative _ATX, $2. Archie, dreaming of calification. And we have 2 new members. Thank you so much. CB, $10. Hello, my Pontiff. The real CB is here. Thank you so much there. New member, thank you so much for becoming a new member. And Kurt A, superlative _ATX, become a member today. Guys, it's your Pontiff here, the one and only ArchieLuxury, and I gotta tell you something, guys. I'm just posting the link there for the crew. Here we go. Who's this guy? Ken Fresno, $10. Arch, take a deep breath. Relax. All is well. Producer Mark is bringing balance and unity to the community. And we got Dis. Hello, Dis. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. After that intro, why wouldn't I be great? We got timely behavior.
Great. How are you?
Bob's leave $5. The OG still has it. Thank you so much there. And Racing R, $5. Archie, what is your analysis of producer Mark? Is he a truly successful producer? Look, I'm happy to take one for the community and let Artem have producer Mark. I think that'd be a great, just to end this war here. He can have that Israeli guy in Japan, and he can have producer Mark. That's my gift to the community.
You got one from JJ, $5, Arch.
JJ, come on, JJ. Gentlemen's hangout. Had to head out for a bit. Let's give the guys some quality watch talk like only the Pontiff can do. And please no producer Mark or Marcelo. Ratings poison. Yes, indeed. There was a huge flare up yesterday, and I just wanted to have my support for JJ.
Well, we're here to support you, JJ.
Now, I got to tell you, there's going to be some discipline meted out today, too. We've had a naughty crew member.
Uh-oh.
And if you're on the bottom row, you're not allowed to go on competitors' tubes. You're not allowed to go on competitors' channels. And Marcelo gets a 2-stream ban for going on someone else's channel without permission.
Oops.
So, yeah, I'm sorry, Marcelo. It had to be done. You've been there,
Rules are
Dis,
rules.
haven't you, Dis?
I have been there.
I got to tell you guys, that video footage, that's actually that's an ad for South Africa. That's what they used to play at the start of the movies.
I missed the beginning of it. I started to catch a little bit of it, but yeah.
Yeah, so it was an ad. They used to play it in Australia. I remember
Yeah.
they were mini movies. They weren't allowed to do cigarette advertising. They had to incorporate it into a mini movie. And that's what it was. And America, I look at that movie there. What went wrong, America? What went wrong?
Super chat, $5.
Reagan was in the house. Bobsbley, $5. The watch community flared up like a pack of hemorrhoids yesterday. And we got George.
Hey, Arch, how's it going?
George is one of my favorites.
And Ken Fresno, $2 there.
Ken Fresno, here we go. Ken Fresno, $2, 2-stream ban. I would have paid $50. I see, yes. Yeah, I know. I'm doing it for the community. He can go to the other side. George, how are you, man? What's going on?
I'm good, Arch. How are you going?
I am fantastic. I gotta tell you there, I remember you were on the last stream you were on with me.
A while back, yeah.
Yeah, and I gotta be honest with you, I was getting fire. One of the other crew members, he was into these VCs, and you were saying you really prefer the paddocks to the VC. Is there much of a competition there, or what do you think?
I would say on the whole, there are very few VCs that are competitive with paddocks offerings in the same genre. Very few.
Yeah. Look, I don't hate Vacheron. I think they got some really cool stuff. They got some cool stuff. But, you know, the thing is they're not paddock, are they?
Not quite.
Very expensive. I love the 1921. That's that driver's watch.
Yeah. I got to see the new boutique edition they made just for the NYC grand opening. That boutique is insane. It's insane. It's beautiful, but the boutique is crazy. It's a very kind of modern minimalist. It's a very different concept to what they've been doing.
Minimalist. Yeah, gotcha. Minimalist and modern, and this is in New York City.
Yeah, that's the new.
Whose phone is that? Whose phone is that?
Not here.
That must be Dis, because he always does annoying things, you know. He's quite an annoying sort of guy there, you know.
He's got that smile.
Yeah. I got to tell you, guys, I had a good talk to Timely. Yesterday we were bitching about cars.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yesterday's stream was great, by the way. I really enjoyed the car talk.
Ah, that's so
It was a good
cool.
stream.
Yeah, I got to say, in the whole watch space itself there. Oh, what's going on there? Oh, he's got his phone. Okay, fair enough.
2 a.m.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. Look, I gotta tell you there. We had some good talks, George. How's your collecting going? What's going on in your world? Tell me this.
I've been sitting for the last 6-7 months. I've just been enjoying. I mean, I'm wearing my first Omega Space because we're back to work this week in person.
Nice.
But all summer I've worn this thing. I just have the tutor. I've been traveling. I've been enjoying
tutor.
myself, not even thinking about it. I took it diving this year. Took it to the desert. It's been perfect.
Do you have any predictions of what's going to happen to the watch market once the world starts opening up?
I think there are a lot of things right now that are bubbles. Like, look at the used car market.
Yeah.
That is a mess. That is an absolute mess. I don't know how it's going to sustain itself when you're looking at paying 20-30% premiums for used cars as opposed to, a year and a half ago. I don't know about the watch space, though. I think that some things are going to go down when everything goes down. I don't think Rolex is going to follow that, though, personally.
And how about you, Dis? What's happening in your world? You've cleaned the room.
I have. Producer Mark is asking how long is his ban?
Has he cleaned
Mark
the room? It's a wall we can see. We can't see nothing. Maybe he scrubbed the wall.
No, the one who got banned was that Israeli guy in Japan.
No, Producer Mark, you banned him as well.
I didn't think he was on the other channel, was he?
I don't know, man. I'm just asking what.
CB, $10.
CB, $10. I'm watching your show in the lounge at JFK, and the guy next to me recognized you. You are a true celebrity.
Nice.
Arch, this happened to me at Heathrow.
Hey.
This happened to me at Heathrow. The same exact thing.
Hey, man, that's so cool.
That was so cool.
JFK's a great airport. I really love airports. I don't know about you. I love airports. Yeah. I just feel
like you're going
at
somewhere.
ease. Yeah, they got nice food. They got nice stuff to look at. It's all in a little. You got your cart. Your trolley.
Mind you, some suck. Some airports do suck.
Mr. Tudor, to you, $5.
Here we go. You have Italian connections, Arch. If you need a tutor wearing Brazilian, let me know. Thank you. Thank you so much. What airport do you think sucks?
As a proud Greek, I can tell you that the Athens International Airport is a complete nightmare.
Luton is fucking shit.
Yeah, complete shit.
Where's that?
Luton in London. Luton.
Oh, Luton. Yeah, that's the cheap one.
Yeah.
EasyJet goes from there.
Yeah, exactly.
$2.
Yeah, here we go. Bezel of steel, $2. Auto bubble by my Alpha. It's reliable.
Yeah, sounds reliable.
They're a mess.
Let me just say this. I suppose one of my favorite airports. I love Singapore, Changi Airport. Changi,
very impressive. Very impressive.
Changi even has. Listen to this. That unfortunately we don't have that Jewish guy in Japan. They've got a huge aviary. For butterflies, a butterfly aviary for butterflies. It's amazing. They've also got a cactus garden now they've opened up. I've been to the cactus garden.
They've got golden barrel cactus, your favorite.
Yes, they do. It's very expensive. I got to tell you, Changi Airport, and one of my favorite lounges is the business class lounge for Emirates at Changi because I
haven't been in that one.
It's really cool. Really, I probably won't go there again. I'm not buying business anymore.
I miss when airports would sell you a lounge ticket as an upgrade. You didn't have to pay for the business class seat. You can just get an upgrade for the lounge. They barely do that anymore, especially with COVID. But it was so worth it when you had a 2-3 hour layover. Just get a buffet, take a nap. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was. I know exactly what you mean there. I gotta say, here we go. Hoff on Smash $2. Producer Mark was on Artem's stream talking slick. Okie dokie. Well, there we go. 2-show ban for Producer Mark. I'm very sorry. And by the way, guys, if you want to boot this, $25 will boot this annoying Israeli off. Very annoying.
Do it.
Do it.
Me off, guys.
$25 only. I thought you could have
do it now. Get me off the fucking stream. Get me
$20. Got to go now. Wish you a successful stream. Thank you, CB. CB's a great guy. I love you, CB. Great guy. Love you so, so much there. I tell you, airports. I always love airports. They got good food. Well, it's expensive food, but I like to get the magazines. I like magazines.
Well, there we go.
George Gregorio. Oh, what's that? Omega.
Omega box.
Omega. You
Doesn't
got doing an
matter,
unboxing?
What, dude?
Bon
Yeah, if you want
voyage,
me.
this. Oh, see you
It was
later,
too late.
this. It was. Well, I don't know. Do we want to see? No, I don't even want to see. I just want to say goodbye. Thank you, Dis. We love you. Bye bye.
LC,
Next show.
$2.
There we go. That was well worth it, George. Thank you so much there.
Of course.
LC, $2. Chicken burgers from airports is good food. Huma. Let me say this.
He was saying he wanted to go to bed, right? He'd throw me the $20. If he didn't get a $20 super chat, he could have just paid $20 and gone to bed.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. Look, I got to tell you, the food at airports very expensive. I like those gourmet hamburgers. You know, gourmet, like in Australia, we have the grill, don't we? What do we have? What do they call it here?
Yeah, it's grilled. That's what it is, right? Grilled, and then you got all these pop-up ones at like Independence.
Popping it. Yeah, I love it. I love that, like a quality burger, because they use the sourdough bread.
Yeah.
They use,
onions.
Nice, good stuff, and the big fries, and that trendy.
It's like an artisan style burger, like it's, you know what I mean? They really try and sex it up and then charge you $30 for it, right?
Well, because I'm flying economy, I like to eat good food before I go on. Because I'll be honest with you, a lot of the airline food is just, that microwaved hospital food. It's just.
Here's my last gourmet burger when I flew out.
Oh, yes, with the fries. The fries, yes.
This is in the old, the Trans World Airlines terminal, JFK. Beautiful building.
Beautiful.
They reopened it. They reopened a sandwich, a restaurant up there.
I got to tell you, I love airports. I like to actually, to be honest with you, I actually like to get to airports really early, like a couple hours early. I don't want to be late. I don't want to be fighting. I want to check in.
Relax.
Then I'll go into the lounge. Actually, the lounge, if you're going business, the lounge is amazing. But I normally don't, I'll be honest with you. The only time I fly business is if someone's picking up the tab. I never fly business. What I do is, I say this, I'll be honest with you. I fly a good airline. Like, I don't fly Jetstar usually for long haul. I'll fly a good airline, Emirates, Singapore, Cathay Pacific, Qantas. But I'll fly economy.
Right. You got a comment on here. It's not a super chat, but it's a pretty good comment from Jay Wright, and he says, Arch, hang on, let me scroll up. Arch, how much to buy back on when it's a 2-show bin? Right?
Yes. To buy back on, it's $50.
$50.
$50.
Not bad.
There
you go, right? It's all money.
There you go. It's all money there. I've got to say, Sydney Airport, I haven't really been that impressed with.
No.
Yeah.
It's
not great, but I guess it's not the worst, but it's not fantastic.
Sydney, you've got international and domestic mix, don't you?
Yeah, sort of. It's the one building, I think it is, but it's separate sides. But out near sort of where I live, they're building the new airport. So Badgerys Creek that way.
And also, I got to tell you, Melbourne has the same thing. They've got sort of the one airport as well. Actually, I made a bloody mistake, because with Melbourne, I flew in. This is when I was picking up my annual calendar. I booked a cheap ticket with Shitstar, and I went to Avalon instead of Tullamarine.
Oops.
That's like going to Luton instead of Heathrow, and. But that was okay. And then I got to be honest with you. Brisbane, actually, you know what the stupid thing is with Brisbane? By the way, we've got international and a domestic. They're actually going to be knocking down the international to make it part of one now. And I'm thinking, why? It's so beautiful.
That's moronic.
Yeah, it was good how they had it done. But anyhow, for whatever reason, Brisbane Airport... Brisbane is not a bad airport, I'll be honest with you. It's not a bad airport. It's quite a good airport. I think the reason they like them linked is because they'll often put seats. You can fly domestically on an international on the tail end. That's the reason I think they want to do that.
$2.
Super Rodent, $2. JJ mad at Tim for what? Tim and Marco both did to Archie. Yeah, it was pretty grubby that there. It was grubby. We'll talk about that a bit later, see if we can get JJ on. But I've got to tell you this seriously. Airports, they bring up good memories. Bangkok airport, I like the old Dun Marang airport. You know how many people would have been busted smuggling drugs? And they go straight from Dun Marang airport, Muang, to the Bangkok Hilton. Do not pass go. Go directly to jail. Like you just see it.
They've got buses shuttling to and from. Yeah, they go there full and come back empty.
I got to tell you where else I like. Singapore's amazing airport. That's a beautiful airport.
Absolutely.
You
know what really impressed me? Doha.
Where's that?
In Qatar.
Where?
Qatar.
Qatar.
Unbelievable. Most insane boutiques you've ever seen. Like the lobby is this massive mezzanine.
Yeah. Here
Very
we go.
impressive.
William Mummy became a member. Thank you, William. Very, very cool there. I tell you where I liked. Hong Kong airport is amazing. They've got a 2-story Rolex boutique. And no stock, but they got a 2-story.
But it's there.
I got to tell you, as a watch collector, I actually went overseas I went to Ukraine. Okay, that was my first international flight. Was it my first? Yeah, my first international flight in '97.
You went with the missus, yeah?
This was the first wife and the kids.
Yeah.
And
to Kiev?
Yes, we went via Stuttgart because we flew Lufthansa.
No Aeroflot for you.
No, I didn't. There's shit airlines. I just stay away. Just trouble. It's a death set. It's waiting to die. I got to tell you, and it was actually a 747, and they allowed smoking in it as well.
Right.
At the back of the plane, you could smoke.
I remember those days.
Like Alitalia, I think up until recently, you could still smoke on them.
They still had smoking flights. Well, they're Italian. What are they going to do?
Exactly.
What are they going to do in 3 hours?
I got to tell you, so that when I went to Singapore, so Brisbane to Singapore, and that was that's in '97. That was where actually, you know what happened? Diana died. Remember Princess Diana? Like when you say, "Where were you?" Because that night that it came through, in Brisbane it was morning time.
Yeah.
That night we were on the plane to Ukraine, and at the airport I saw the leader of the Democrats and the Gareth Evans together. We wouldn't mean anything to Americans. There's 2 senior politicians in Australian scene. And I got to tell you, I went to Singapore. It was amazing. That's the first time I had actually seen Patek's on display. It was incredible. You think, wow, like the airport was just, Singapore was an amazing. Then I remember we went to Stuttgart. That was an amazing airport. And then Kiev, it's just a third world sort of airport. I never seen, we landed at Kiev airport. They had airplanes with engines missing on the.
Yeah, that's something you see.
What the hell? Does it still work?
They still have
Does it still work? It's just. But I got to tell you, I get a good feeling. I love airport. What airports do I like? I got to tell you seriously. I like Hong Kong. I like Singapore. I like Brisbane Airport because I'm leaving. Okay, I'm leaving. It's always
good memories of leaving.
I like. Where else do I like? I liked. Actually, I'll tell you where good. I went to Malaysia a few times. Malaysia. I flew through, transited through Malaysia. Malaysia's got a. Actually, Malaysia. I got to tell you, I loved KL. I like an airport that then has a train that goes into the city. I really. Yeah. That's one thing I like about Sydney. You can go to the airport, fly to Sydney, and then you can catch a train into the city. It's so quick because the traffic's a bitch in Sydney.
Yeah,
Melbourne doesn't have that. Melbourne, I don't understand why doesn't Melbourne have. They have buses, but
And it's
buses
pretty good when you have
suck.
to go somewhere as well, so you don't go through the whole parking and buses and all that crap. You just get the bags, jump on the train.
Exactly.
Straight through, get off at the airport, done.
We've got that in New York, but it's terrible here, the train system. It's an hour and a half ride, you're paying 3 times.
Here we go. Let's be honest. Watchers or ladies arriving early at the airport. What does he mean by that? Watchers or ladies arriving. I got to be honest with you. Airports, I love them. I love them because you're leaving. You're leaving. You've always got the sense of adventure.
Yeah.
I find the best time to fly out, I like to leave in the day.
Yeah.
Because even if you're in economy, look, if you're in business, it doesn't matter. Well, actually, it does. If you're in business, you don't want to waste the time sleeping. You want to be enjoying the amenities.
Right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
If you're in economy, I find it very hard to sleep at night. I prefer to be reading a book or doing stuff, you know, organizing shit. I get a lot of solace on the plane, like just organizing different things. I think about...
You just clear your mind. You step away from everything.
Yeah, because you've got no mobile phone going off.
Right.
It's actually... I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. The funny thing is, when you're in economy, you can't wait for the flight to get over. When you're in business, you want to savor it. You don't want it to end.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I think my favorite aircraft is the 777.
It's an amazing aircraft. I just flew 2 this last month.
Yeah, the 777, like the 787. That's the carbon.
Yeah.
I find that they've gone stingy. All the seats are really small in that.
They had build issues. They had battery issues. You remember those?
This 6 shekels.
6 shekels. Here we go. Herez 6 shekels. Tel Aviv Ben Gurion Airport is nice. Check it out.
Until you're racially profiled when being brought through customs. You know about that, right?
Where's that?
In Ben Gurion National Airport in Tel Aviv.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they stamp your passport with a barcode, and it's based on your appearance, where you're from, etc. And your process. They interview you. It's very strict over there.
I see. New member Tommy, thank you so much for becoming a member there. And hey, we got Bear Clooney there, Style Collector, $5. What's your video? Old time YouTubers watching since 2015. The 2 big guys were Urban Gentry and yourself. Thank you so much. Then we got Bear. Arr! Let's be honest, most of us dream of visiting the famous international airport of Brisbane. You know what pisses me off? I got to be honest with you. What puts me in a really foul mood is when I come back to Australia and you got I'm not trying to say anything wrong against ladies, please. I'm not a misogynistic pig, but you get these middle-aged women at the airport who are in positions of authority, and I was just lining up to go through passport control. Put your phone away. $500 fine. We catch you again looking at your phone because you're not allowed to video things, right? Which is I completely understand, but all I was doing was checking my messages.
Yeah,
that's
but
all
there's what you just did, right? And then there's, excuse me, sir, but our policy is not to have phones out at this time. Do you mind just putting it away, please? Yeah, thanks. Sorry. My bad. Sorry, I was just checking some messages. Oh, all good, thanks. Kurt A, $2.
Kurt A, $2. Dallas is the only airport I like in the US.
Dallas is okay. The only problem is the terminals are all separate, and you have to take a tram between all of them.
Actually, Singapore's got some. They've got a little transit. I like Singapore. I must say, I love Singapore. Singapore's it's a destination in itself. Yeah. I think that's one of the best airports in the world. Bangkok. I got to be honest with you. Bangkok's not the sexiest airport, but it's what I love is it's so easy to go through passport control.
Gets the job
and then
done.
You're out. You're free. The hot air hits you. Shit, I'm in the land of free because, it's hedonistic. Like when I jump in a taxi or someone picks me up, I used to have a lady friend who drove, but as the relationship got worse, she couldn't be fucked anymore picking me up. You know how it is. And I got to tell you, you're in a car heading into the city. You think, shit, because it's Bangkok. It's not like it's a beautifully organized city. It's colossal mess, half done buildings, factories, and it's so different to anything you see in the Western world. It's so huge. It's just amazing. You think, shit, you're in this. You're free.
Sorry, just to break topic for a sec.
Yes.
We had Bear about the Tigers cap. Thank you very much, Bear.
Oh, Bear.
You, sir?
Bear. There we go. That's the Bear. Arr! He's there. I don't know if he's back. Bear went on holidays. I don't know if he's back or what's happening there.
Thank you,
but
sir.
I got to tell you.
Someone else that wanted to do there was someone else that wanted to know what watch I was wearing, but
yes.
Super chat and we'll do a wristwatch check all round, yeah?
Yes, thank you.
Sorry,
Archie. I got to tell you, Bangkok airport, I just love it. I love land. I just have a great feeling once I've landed at Bangkok. Singapore's a great airport. I love Singapore. Malaysia, I quite like. What else? What other airports do I really like? I've been to Japan. Japan, sorry, go on.
Which airport that you've been to has the nicest something to eat when you get there? For you, what would rate? Because to me, when I go somewhere and I catch a plane, it's great, right? The airport's nice, this, that. But at the end of the day, sometimes you want something nice to eat, when you get there.
Yeah.
And there's trying to comment at you as well.
Can I cheat?
Bear.
Can I cheat with this answer?
There we go there. There we go. Bear Clooney. I am... Sorry, what was that? What was that, George?
I said, can I cheat with the answer to that question?
Sure.
You can't actually go there. Lufthansa business class in Munich, the lounge, has the best buffet I've found in my life.
Let me tell you a story. Bear Clooney watchers, I am back and proud to serve AC3. Fight community. I only care about AC3 and dis Horez, dis 30 shekels. Arch, let me back on. I just PayPal'd you some shekels. Let me back on right this moment.
Oh, that's a bit demanding, isn't it?
Good luck with
that's
that.
That's like the lady at the airport telling you about your phone, isn't it? Let me on right this minute.
I think, to be honest with you, Ken Fresno we kind of can't burn Ken. Ken's a great donor.
You paid for it, right?
Yeah, I don't really do that. I'm sorry, Dis. Unless
Ken
comments.
The donation, all the same.
I gotta be honest with you. I'm kind of enjoying not having you on, Dis. Okay, let me tell you one story. I was so hungry. So we flew from Kiev to Stuttgart. This was coming back home, and I was so hungry because I deliberately didn't eat much before we left because you don't want to use their toilets. Yeah. They're disgusting. Oh my god, my god. So then I'm starving. I'm stuck in German airport, and I went up to this old restaurant. Like it wasn't like a Burger King. You know how you have got you got a food court. No, we went to a restaurant there. Hideously expensive, right? This is the most decadent food I had, and I paid $85 for a steak.
Ooh, in the 90s?
In the late 90s.
Oh my
and you
God.
know what? I got to tell you, it was a sirloin steak. It tasted delicious.
Mm.
Can I say that? I could have had 3 of them, but it tasted delicious. And that's...
At least you remember it.
Yeah. I remember that. It was like a 1960s kind of club. You know, it's like that music I play normally. It was kind of just like that. 70s, just time warp, except you knew it wasn't a time warp when you got the bill. The prices were definitely, they were kind of futuristic prices, okay? So I was so hungry. I remember having that. And I actually, but I got to be honest with you, I normally don't eat a lot. I normally go out. To be honest with you, when I go to the airport, what's a good place to eat? I gotta be honest with you. See, Bangkok, it's a lot of the streety food and stuff like that. No, I would say the best airport to eat. See, when you go business, they got little snacks. They don't even have good food in business. They just have little.
They pump you up with pretzels.
This 15 shekels.
Yeah. Good night. Here we go. Good night. Good night. Leia, Tov, Bernice, knocks this out. There we go. I think he's okay. Whatever. That's great there. Timely behavior. $3. Let's get these super chats going, guys. And we've got Verda, Mr. Tudor to you, $10. $10 for 10 minutes of this. What year is your Calatrava? I was looking at a 37mm 2005 and liked it. Actually, my years. So the Calatravas I got the one with the crown guards. That started off. It came out in 2000 as a 5107. That's a 37mm. And then they changed it. I think about 2005, it became or 2006, it became a 5127, slightly curved bezel. But they kept that until about 2012. When was
the dial variation change with the pips by the date window?
Oh, that there changed when they went from the 315 movement to the 324 movement. So that's kind of when they did that. That kind of changed. So that change was on the 5127. It was about, it actually 2007, 2008. 2008 is when they changed movement. And they also, on the white gold ones, they were rhodium plated, and then they went to the different mix. So just very quickly, we've got another super chat here. Kevin, the Burger Urge. That's right. Burger Urge. Yeah, I got to tell you, I'm always happy when I'm getting out of Brisbane. Getting out is very good.
Where's the best steak you've had while we're on that topic? Yeah, that you're saying, you enjoyed this sirloin, you could have ate a few more of them. Where's for all of, like both of you guys? Where's the best one you've ever had?
In airports or in the world?
In the world, doesn't matter, wherever.
Go ahead, Arch. I'll go after.
This is a Herman So shirt. He took me out to a steak restaurant called Moo Moo, and we ate and ate and ate, and then we ordered more. That was amazing. The bill was several $100s. Moo Moo. It was incredible. Absolutely.
Super chat, Arch. Mr. Tudor to you. Verdao, $10.
Here we go. Mr. Tudor to you. I can't
find
it. Here we go. Yep, got that there. $10. $10 for 10 minutes of this. What year? Okay, we did that one.
Yeah.
We did that one.
Yeah,
and then we got Kevin Burger Urge. That was it.
Yeah,
sorry.
And then you've got this again, 6 shekels.
This Jerez, this 6 shekels. When two tribes go to war, one is only you can score. There we go. I got to be honest with you. The best airports for watches.
Well, it can't be Sydney. There's nothing in there, right? It's all empty. No Rolexes, just pictures.
Well, even Brisbane Airport, we don't have Rolex. We've got, they've got Omega. They got
photos of them. Come to Sydney.
Best airport for watches. That's a good question. I reckon Singapore, Hong Kong is probably but there's nothing for sale. There's nothing. The hard to get stuff. Paddocks, you can see Paddocks I never saw Paddocks before I went to. I never saw Paddocks for sale. Actually, I think I did. They had Hourglass, but I'd never seen them in the airport. But that was really in Singapore. I thought, wow, these were incredible. That was incredible. 97.
Patrick Chip, $10.
Here we go. Patrick Chip. Arch, you'll always be the original and best YouTube wristwatch channel. All the others are wannabe spin-offs. Nice one, Arch. Great career. Thank you, Patrick Chip. I got to say, what do you reckon the best... Have you travelled much, Timely?
Not too much.
Where have you gone?
I've just been domestic. I want to go international. I've been planning to go to Japan for a few years. Work-related things came up, and then now this rubbish.
I got to tell you, it's funny you say that. I when you get burdened with children and a mortgage and Sydney, you just don't have money to do this stuff. You know, there's so many things you'd like to do.
We've put money away, and the missus is happy for me. She goes, as soon as there's an opportunity, go. And she said that a few times, but every time she said go at work, something's come up, and I've said, look, I can't. You know, I got the
you mean
passport,
go by
everything's
yourself?
ready,
Go by yourself. Go by yourself, she means.
Yeah, well, she's not too interested in going to Japan, right? So I'll go either by myself or I've got a couple
why
of mates.
isn't she interested in going to Japan?
She's not really into
And travel in general, or just
not really her thing. She wants to go somewhere. She wants to go like
a beach,
like Italy, Rome, or like European. That's more her thing.
I must tell you, out of all the countries I've been to, Japan is incredible.
I'm not disagreeing. I want to go.
And the reason I say it's incredible, you got so many people and it's so clean. It's amazing. I actually want to go and live there in the not too distant future.
Did you spend an amount of time living there at one stage, or were you just on holiday?
No, I went there twice. So that was
How long?
holidays. Sorry?
How long were you there for?
First time was 2 weeks and the other time was a week.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. Look, Japan is the problem with Japan, I got to be honest with you, the problem is like with the trains, it's not just one train company. You got 4 or 5 different train companies. So you got the green line, you got the blue line, like they're different brands. So to get somewhere, Japan is actually pretty. I found it very hard. Like in Thailand, if ever you get lost, you just tell the driver, "Here's my hotel card, take me here." And taxis are cheap.
Super chat, the Pine Barren $10, and then you got Bear just after him as well.
Here we go. Pine Barren $10. Arch, I heard that because of the pandemic, Rolex AD airport inventory got fast out to other dealers, no travelers, and a lot of that ended up on the grey market. Is it true?
Interesting.
Look, I think a lot of their inventory itself there would have gone to look, everything that's sold. Basically the demand is so big. You know, this is the thing. If there's just so much demand and so limited stock, so I think everything ends on the grey market. This is the silly thing. So many people they ask me, "Oh, I just got a Pepsi, or I just got a Batman, or I got this, a Batgirl. But should I sell it?" I'm thinking, do you like it, or what's the go? Everyone, they kind of see it as soon as they get something, they want to capitalize on it. So I don't know what to say there. Bear Clooney, let's do Bear. JJ is a friend of the channel, great co-host, honourable guy, and AC respects him. Any further respect will result in a ban. There's some nasty stuff there. And Jean-Claude Beaver, $3. Favorite vintage Merc. Bring up the 280 SE 3.5 Cabriolet.
Beautiful.
I got to be totally honest with you.
Before you do that, you just want to bring this next super chat just because it's a quick one for Zhao Wei, $3. Just as a quick one, then we'll bring up the car.
Yep, no worries at all there. For Zhao Wei, here we go, $3. When is JJ on the stream? I was hoping, he said he might come back a bit later, so it's all cool. There's no problems. There is no problems with that. Now, this Mercedes-Benz here, I've got to be totally honest with you. my favorite version is actually the hardtop
coupe?
coupe.
Yes,
the
the
coupe.
coupe.
I prefer that. Now this is the
Absolutely.
there is the. I'll just have a look at this. Look at that back window. The big. That'd be a bitch if you broke that. I tell you what. Where would you get one of those from? I like the convertible, the cabriolet. It's a cabriolet.
They're so expensive, though. They're so expensive.
The coupe's not much cheaper, but is it?
It's about half to a third.
Is
for
it?
3.5 for 3.5s? Yeah, you can get the non 3.5 coupes for a lot more reasonable money. In the US, it's still going for around 60 to 90. They're beautiful.
Yes.
They're my favorite Mercedes of all time. The coupes.
The 3.5. That's the V8.
Yeah.
That's kind of the one everybody wants.
Yep.
But they did these coupes. Here's a 250 SE coupe.
Gorgeous.
So I got to be totally honest with you. That motor isn't that powerful by modern standards.
It wasn't powerful by their standards then.
Yeah.
Because we're not talking about a supercar either, though, right? This is something just to put your arm on the door and go for a cruise, yeah?
Exactly. Arch, let me ask you this.
Yes.
Do you like the Euro spec headlights? You have some pictures up there of the single lens or the US spec where they have the quad lenses.
Look, I got to be completely honest with you. Most US version I hate. I can't stand what they did to bumpers. What you guys did you did to bumpers. You should be ashamed of yourself.
But they ruined the Pagoda with the bumper on it as well. It's such a clean, beautiful looking car, and then it's like painting with kids paint over the Mona Lisa, yeah?
Exactly. It's look, I got to be
Panzers,
honest.
Even the 70s
I had the Pagoda.
Really
the Pagoda. I had the 230. I was looking after a 230 SL. Trevor D. Roberts, Archie, you can't get off this live stream and get to work on your paid reviews.
Good.
Yes, I've got some paid reviews coming. I've got some coming actually. Actually, I uploaded one today. But I'm working on some more. I do have a bit of. I've got a few
$50 for a paid review, guys. If you want Archie to go through and review your
They're
watch
not that
collection.
behind. They're not that behind. I actually printed some out there. Let me say to you just very quickly. I'm just going to pull up. Just keep.
Sorry, just another plug. If you want to be a legend and you want Archie to tell you you're a legend, it's $10. Let's go.
Legend of the day.
Legend of the day, $20. Legend, $10.
Okay, I'll show you. I'm just going to show you just so because some people don't know the car I used to have. I was looking after it.
Is that the blue one? Yes, I remember this. You had this on your intro years ago.
Yeah, it's still there on the Paul Pluta channel.
Gorgeous.
So it was. Look, it was a 230 SL, and I don't know if you know. Just at the front here, you can see that water down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the radiator just leaking, pissing itself. Yeah, that was a couple thousand to fix.
Your car's done a wee.
Adorable. That's beautiful.
He's done a wee. He's doing a.
It's done a wee.
He's got the hard top as well. Those are not easy to find.
Yeah.
A lot of them have the hard top. No, they have the hard top.
In America, you find a lot of used ones without them. I don't know if they were lost or damaged or what happened to them, but
they're bloody heavy. They're made of aluminum, but they're bloody heavy. Like
they're heavy. I was just about to say that the one that I did the photos on, we took the roof off it to go out and do the photos.
It's a two-man job. Two-man job all day.
Two-man, yeah. They're quite heavy there. This was the car to show you.
Beautiful. I love the color.
I love the
bonnet. Oh, that's the best.
Well, for you, George, the hood, yeah?
This was actually, this car had been resprayed. Okay, it had been.
Is it the same color? Is that the original color?
Yes. And it had the white interior, had the cream interior.
No headrests. It was an earlier one.
No, because this was a 230. The 230, it was the 280 that got the headrests.
It looks so much cleaner without them, though.
The only problem is, I will be honest with you, okay? This had the the front had disc brakes, the back was
drums, right?
Which the 280, the one that you photographed, they were all disc. So inside there, it was very original car.
You're not going to go breaking any speed records in it, though, Arch. Let's be honest.
Oh, look at the Louis Vuitton on the back. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that was mine. I still got that briefcase.
That's
I still
fantastic.
have that one. Yeah. It's very. The kids used to sit in the back there. This was in. Yeah, this was. I've got some more. I'll just show you. This is the kids. That's when the kids were really young. Now that guy there is 14.
It's amazing.
14, yeah. So, I'll just show you.
Playing with everything.
That's okay. That's when I took it to my old boss's house.
Mm.
I'll just show you some pics. That's the most beautiful pic.
Top down, just the cleanest thing.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. That
one of the most beautiful cars ever made, no question.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I think the top 3. I'll tell you what the top 3. I'll just show you these photos here. See, inside was a bit cruddy. It had been painted black inside. It was a bit kind of cruddy. That's the spare. I'll just show you. It was a nice original car. That's the motor, the bay there. It was nice. They use a fuel injection, a mechanical fuel injection that's very similar to their diesel fuel injection.
The Bosch Diptronic.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there you go. So this is what it was. So this car here, 230 SL.
That's heavy.
Yeah, it is.
That's the total weight.
Yeah. Oh, that was my. That was from years ago. That's when I was.
Classic.
That was years ago. Yeah,
Corporate
there we go,
Archie.
guys.
Corporate
Archie.
Yeah,
fantastic.
that's exactly it, guys. That's exactly it.
Let me say
to you guys, I want to say this, that Mercedes-Benz, it was you had to warm it up for about 10 minutes. You warm it up, you don't just jump in, you kill it.
No.
Then just very slowly you start driving it. It drank only premium unleaded.
Of course.
It drank like an alcoholic. It drank like an alcoholic. It just
imagine
drank.
the 280.
And we all.
How much that drinks?
The funny thing is, the 280, I don't think it has that much more power. It's not that great. It's actually, and it had the transmission. You know, the manual's the best. If
the 4-speed, yeah.
The 4-speed
are very
manual.
Very valuable.
Is of course, in the day, the automatic was, you know, the Ford Falcon. They had the XP Ford Falcon at the time. They were 2-speed automatic. 2-speed.
Yeah.
2-speed.
They had the same thing in America in the 60s.
That's right.
Chevy 2-speed.
2-speed. What the hell
Buick had 2-speed.
What's a 2-speed?
It was 0 to 20 and then 20 to 100, and that was it.
I mean, 2-speed. It's just the thing is, I got to be honest with you.
Green Room wants you to drop the link.
Oh, who does? Green Room. Green Room. Let's get Green Room in.
Get him on. But Arch, what's your favorite vintage Mercedes? Hence the original question. Is it that a
Sorry. Let me say that the top 3 classic cars, if you had one, I would say the Pagoda. I would probably a 280 would be the best in that color. The blue with the white would be best.
Blue, absolutely.
The next super classic car would be an E-Type Jaguar. So with the E-Type, you want the earliest as possible to get the 3.8, because they went to the 4.2, and then with the E-Type, they had 3 series: Series 1, Series 2, Series 3. The Series 3 also had the V12 in it. Remember, they went to the 5.3 liter V12 because they were trying to catch Ferrari. So I would say Pagoda Mercedes, E-Type Jag, and a Dino 246 Ferrari.
Those are beautiful.
And possibly an Aston Martin DB5.
You said the 6 were better yesterday, and I agree with you. The DB6. I've seen a couple recently.
The DB6s, they
were lighter. They were quicker.
They're a lot cheaper than DB5s.
Because they don't have the movie status.
Exactly. But they've got all the faults fixed up. They're like they've got it running perfectly. After the DB6, they went to the DBS. Remember that? The 70s. That was kind of it lost it.
Very different design. They look like Mustangs afterwards anyway with the V8 Vantage.
Yeah, they kind of lost it. They lost that. I think the DB6 was kind of the best of those. Hello, Green Room.
Guys, the damage we're doing to the watch community by talking about these cars non-stop. It has to end.
The boss wants to talk cars. We talk cars, eh?
Okay. Well, just very quickly, I tell you one thing, George. I think I would have to say, if you could have any car, you could, right? I reckon those Pagoda Mercedes, or even the 300 SL. You know, the Pagoda. Then it went to the Roadster.
Yep.
Right. The Roadster is actually a better car than the Pagoda ever. Sorry, the Roadster is a better car than the Gullwing ever was.
Of course, absolutely.
You know, and I don't know if you're aware of this. Do you know how highly the maintenance is on a Gullwing? You've got to grease the nipples every so many thousand.
Absolutely.
You've got to change the
Hydraulics.
oil.
No, we all.
Springs.
It's actually a bitch. It's a bitch. And because it's $1 million car,
so expensive. They're
could
so
you
expensive.
use it? Could you
Archie,
really?
I saw an old man at the beach in Long Island who parked his 300 SL Roadster on the sand and was just relaxing in the water. I thought that was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. 300 Roadster.
I got to say, I think the Pagoda, they're much easier to live with than any of those 300 SLs.
Absolutely.
However, let me say this. I never really liked the 190 SL. They were, you know, Hugh Hefner had one of those.
Yeah. They were a movie star kind of car, but they were cheaper and slower.
John, $5. JBI.
JBI, $5. Jeep, Bronco, or Scout. Remember, Enzo Ferrari said the only true American sports car is the Jeep.
I love the Scouts. Have you seen the
Well,
Scouts?
The boss said today.
I'm not a big fan. You like the Scout? Who makes
the old
Scout?
Scouts? Yeah, from the
Who
60s.
makes that?
International Harvester.
I know.
It's a tractor company. Yeah.
They also International Harvester. They still that. Are they making the Ram? That's Cat. Cat makes the Ram, don't they?
Which Ram?
The new Ram, the Dodge Ram.
No, that's Chrysler. That's Fiat Chrysler.
But aren't they using a Cat engine? Caterpillar.
I think one of them does. Yeah.
International Harvester. That brings back good memories.
Anthony Napolitano there for
Anthony
$5.
Napolitano, $5. Archie does Jimmy Split 77. Watch your channel. He's got an insane collection. Look it up. There's no Archie, and no Archie. He's not a stream. Oh, Jimmy Split. What does he do? He's what is he, car guy or what? I got to tell you. Do you watch that? Like you look at Jay Leno's collection. He's got an amazing collection.
So tasteful and so diverse.
Yeah, he's got a lot of money. A lot of money.
He does.
A lot of money. I don't know whether. I think he's got too much.
You think so? But that's his life. He doesn't have he doesn't have kids.
Timepiece fund.
He's retired.
Timepiece Fund. Just before we go on there, I'll say there was a guy who used to work for Leno called Tom Yang. That's Tom and Yang. He was a cameraman on the Letterman show. He's actually got a Ferrari vlog. I have read it since 1999.
I used to be a cameraman, eh?
And he bought a vintage Ferrari 330 American.
Ooh, wow.
He bought it for 30,000. It was advertised for 30,000. That's why I like him, because I've read his page and he restored it. It was actually a car that some idiot had half pulled to bits. He bought it in boxes. You know, that's for a lot of money back then too, but they're worth a fortune now. Here we go. Timepiece Fund, $2. 5123. Let's just bring this up. This is a good question. This is my good friend. You know, he's the guy who sponsored me, and he's going to help me get a Toyota. He's a lovely guy. That's the Gurkha, the guy. I love him. He's a good guy. So he's saying to me, which paddock does he get here? So he's looking at a 5123. These were a manual. I remember when these came out. I know this watch well. When these came out, they've got a girly strap. They've got like a 16 mil strap, okay? But I love them. They never were that popular.
I love the sub-seconds crosshairs.
Yeah,
Without
exactly.
the border.
Exactly. It's I think they're very elegant. I think they're beautiful. To be completely frank with you, I love these. I really do love them. People have seemed to have gone for the 5196. That's what the one I've got. Actually, that's my photo. Look at that. Insta. Yeah, that's beautiful, but I got to tell you, the 5123 I think is kind of I think it's special. I think they're beautiful. I really do, with the crosshair there. Very thin, just a gorgeous watch. So I reckon that gets my seal of approval. Probably not the best investment, Patek, but you know what? I think it's beautiful. They made a similar one in the 60s, so that they've reissued it. Some people don't like the super thin strap. That's kind of, people give it stick, but I think it's very elegant. The 6119, this is the new Patek where they made the new movement. Look, it's a fantastic watch. I can't criticize it. It's bloody expensive. I think it's expensive for a manual wind. But, you know, this is kind of the new generation. It is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I can't fault it at all. It's expensive. I would say the 5123, if you ask me to say what do I think of it, I think the 5123 is simply beautiful. And George, it's good you're on today because you really like these dress things. I think the 5123 is beautiful. The 6119, I would say, is expensive. Okay, that doesn't mean it's crap. I just said it's expensive. This is, and the 5130J, that's the World Time after mine, I think is good buying. So to be honest with you, if I had to pick one, I've got to, actually that's the 3 World Times. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't show you the good size comparison, but that's my one, the next one, and then that's the current one. Unfortunately, this doesn't, that one in the middle should be the biggest. So mine's 37, 39.5, and 38.5. In all honesty, I think the middle one, that price is 36,000. I think that is probably the best potential to, it's a complicated Patek. It's a World Time.
It's the most for your money.
It has massive potential to be. I think out of all those, if I had to pick one, I would go 5130 any day of the week.
It's a winner.
Exactly, winner, chicken dinner. It's a World Time, for God's sake. I think that is going to be a $50,000 watch before you know it. So I would definitely.
At the moment, with the amount of travel being done, it's a collector's piece, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's just a gorgeous, like Patek kind of owns that space. Like when you think of an annual calendar, Patek invented it. When you think of perpetual, Patek owns that sort of space. When you think of perpetual calendar chronograph, it's a Patek. Rolex has the day date. When you think of day date, that's a Rolex thing. When you think of Submariner, I think dive watches, Rolex really owned. They weren't the first dive watch, but they were. Rolex has got a long history.
Oysters. I'll be back in about 10 minutes, yeah?
Hey, no worries, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, you just let me know, Green Room, when the next super chat comes in, okay?
Yep.
In all honesty, I think I want to hear George's opinion because you're really into this shit. What do you think? George, what would you say? I've said my bit. What's your bit?
I agree. 5130 is, I think, best value of all of the three and best potential. Absolutely. And it's a beautiful watch on top of that, right?
Yeah.
My
They're all
question
beautiful.
They are. Do you think the 6119 will be a 20 grand watch in seniors?
That's a good question. I think the 6119 will stay 30. I don't think it'll fall much. I think it'll stay. But what'll happen is the 5130 will become a 50 watch.
Absolutely. No, that's going up.
So
there's nowhere for that thing to go but up.
I don't think, if you buy a 6119, I don't think you're necessarily going to lose money. Okay? It's a beautiful thing. And you know what? If you were so rich, You walk into the saloon. You know, can you imagine that? I'll tell you what happened to my,
Experience.
you know, my 5196, right? So anyhow, pompous guy, right? Actually, we might do this as a bit of fun. He's an international. He's a bit of a he's kind of up himself. The guy who owned mine, he went into the Paris saloon, and he bought it. So he would have got no discount. He just bought it because he can. You know what I mean? He probably had a mistress on his arm. Let's go and check out Paddock. And he wanted to big note. And he thought, you know what? Let's not go too crazy. Let's get a nice classic Calatrava.
Just buy it.
And that's what he did. He went and bought it. And you know what? A 6119, if you walk into the saloon and, you know, hello, sir, how are you? I'm here today to buy. You know what? That's probably worth 30 grand of experience. Yeah. I mean, personally, I'd rather get the 5123 at 10,000 cheaper, 9,000 cheaper.
It's bang per buck.
But there's something to be said for it's like this. It's like sleeping with a superstar, a supermodel. Is that worth $10,000? No, it's not. But will you ever forget it? No, you won't. You know what I mean? It's like a high-class escort. It's not worth it, but you'll never forget it. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? It was just a amazing experience. Just hang on, guys. I was just going to pull something up there. Okay, so you know what I like to do is, guys, I like to have a look and see if I can find these owners here, right? Because I like to know a bit about them. You know what I mean? I like to know who they are. What's their story? You know what I mean?
Didn't one of your Pateks belong to an Olympian? Or,
yeah, exactly right there. I had an Olympian, and I got to tell you there, it's an amazing story. I'm just trying to find. Just bear with me, boys. Just bear with me. I'm trying to find it. Okay, just hang on. Just bear with me. We can do some detective work, guys. If I can find it. Here we go. Found it. Here we go. Okay, here we go. So this is a photocopy of my certificate of origin. Okay, so we're going to do a bit of a Google search here. I don't want to embarrass the individual, but his name is Monsignor Joseph Sitt. Okay, so what is Monsignor? That's just a posh way of saying Mr., isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean
super
anything.
Chat from George.
And his surname is Sitt. Okay, let's see who the hell he is. Who is this dude, right? And he bought this in 2012 at the Patek Philippe Saloon in Vendôme, Paris. I mean, I think this is him here. Okay? This is who it is. He's got his own wiki page. There you go. Joseph Sitt. This tells you all about him, see? This is... Oh,
I know which group he runs. I've heard of this.
You have?
Yeah, Thor Equities. It's, he has some property in New York, I believe.
Hello, JJ.
Hello,
How's
fellas.
it going, JJ?
How's it going? With having some nice watch talk here, I see, huh?
Just hang on, JJ. We'll come back to your dramas very soon. Super chat.
Yeah, two of them.
Super chat. Okay, first one is George Gregorio. Thoughts on the new SL? George, I love SLs. I love SLs.
It feels like Mercedes actually cares about them again a little bit.
The problem is there's so much technology, there's so much plastic, there's so much computers.
You can't own them anymore.
If you were so rich, you would walk into the saloon and pick up a new paddock, and then you just go and buy an SL. You know what? Enjoy yourself. But to anyone else, like me, I'd buy a 10 to 15-year-old one. It's going to be a Viking nightmare. Okay? There's two ways you buy this thing. You buy one with major engine trouble, and you use it as a garage ornament.
Mm-hmm. You can't drive that thing to work. There's no way.
Okay? It is so complicated. Okay? It is. So I got to be honest with you. I love them, but they're in NATO. Good evening. Good evening. Good morning. Good evening. Good job on rinsing out those snakes. NATO very kindly. I was running short of money. I did something silly. I helped my son with his bond and advance rent because he had to pay 2 weeks in advance for a new place. And I cut myself short. And NATO very kindly sent me $100 yesterday.
10 the man, $5.
He is NATO. You are a legend. Tanzeel, $5. So the wizard said Artem burned JJ. How so? What's the story? Artem is writing a new novella called Perf Luxury to Last. Now, JJ, I've held my fury. How have no fury like a JJ scorned? Tell us what happened, JJ. What happened?
I got to be honest, Arch. I'm really not even in the mood to talk about this anymore. I know you're excited for it, but
yeah, we're trying to. The crowd wants to know. But very quickly, what happened was JJ went on to Artem's stream yesterday and told him what he thought of him. He told him he's sick of the gaslighting, constant. I got to be totally honest with you. I had a similar experience with Artem. I originally liked the guy. Let me just say this. I originally liked the guy. I thought he was cheery. He's happy. I even enjoyed him copying my stuff, okay? To be honest with you, it was kind of funny for a while. Then it's like a friend who just goes a bit too deep. You know what I mean? Just a little too deep. You think, ooh. And they become very entitled. He became very entitled very quickly. And I've got to be totally honest with you. He's actually a very, the way he argues a point, he makes you think you're insane. And I don't know if he's a terrible arguer or he's a brilliant arguer. I'm not sure, but it just infuriates you. And he gaslights, he backburns, stabs you in the back. He even changes the terms of the deal even when you've got a contract. Oh, I didn't mean it this way. And when people said, are you denying that you had a deal? Of course I didn't deny we had a deal. He's very clever. I watched some of the takes. He's very, very...
Arch, all I can tell you is sometimes, you're only fooling yourself. Everyone can see what's happening,
Yeah.
I just don't even care anymore because there's no point to argue. You never hear the expression, don't argue with a fool. He'll drag you down to his level and beat you with experience. You know that?
Yes.
No. That's why the oxygen has been extinguished from
I got to tell you, just very quickly, I'm just going to say this once, then we'll move on, JJ.
Right.
You actually said to Tim and to Marco, they did some nasty things to the Pontiff. Could you just say that again, just so we've got that on record?
Wait. I said what?
There were some nasty things that were done to Archie.
I said both of them did that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure about that? All right, I'll give you that. Maybe, all right.
No. I mean, look. I'm not trying to pin you down and no. Here we go. Zowie, $3. JJ, spill the beans. Basically... Look, and then look. I mean,
I did already. I went through that. I don't want to keep...
What JJ said was he was disappointed. Marco and Tim, they got greedy. They started streaming 3 hours before, 3 hours after. They really milked it for everything they could. And what actually happened was, you said you understand why the pontiff got angry. He got angry because you guys came along and just sucked him dry. And
I said that more about Tim, to be fair. But
you said,
I get
you
it.
said, okay. You said there were certain things that were done, like sucking up to big donors. Sucking up to big donors.
My
Speaking
point
of donors,
my point kind of was that we all made mistakes, and let's just admit it and move on. But
yes,
you can't. So
and then what was said was that especially you, Tim, you went and copied his shtick. You were stealing the electronic fridge. You stole this. You did this. Then you gaslight. And I got to be totally honest with you, JJ. I support you 1,000%.
Well, listen, the truth is the truth, Arch. You know, it's your intellectual property.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. There's a lot of snakes there. Even the plastic. He went on Cliver's show. Okay, plastic's not completely innocent.
I heard he said that you only told him to buy that 5196 so you could sell your strap.
That just so infuriates me because I don't even want to sell that strap. You know that? I'd like to back out of that. Malik Diamond, $10. Good afternoon, Archie. JJ, please put the Hulk on and enjoy it, brother. My favorite Rolex so far. Thank you, the Timepiece Fund, $2. Billboard sign, don't steal Pontiff's super chat. Timepiece Fund, that's our crazy guy. He had a great time with us. He paid money to me, paid the money. Good friend. I love him to death. JJ, we're going to bury the hatchet there. I had to make a stand. What did you think of the name of today's show?
Oh, I like it very much. Well, I also got text that saying, I just want to add this one last thing, and then I'm done with this. Because this has to be done. That within 2 weeks you're going to be exposing me, and I have 2 weeks to make up my mind if I'm with you or against you and ready to rebel stream.
Yeah, he's a pretty sneaky little villain, that guy.
I'd rather be alone, Arch. That's all. That's the point of that. If you do burn me, I'm not saying you will, but if you do, I'd still rather be alone. You know what I mean? Than be with him. That's all. That's where I'm going to leave this. That's how bad he is.
You know, the way he argues the point, he always throws off.
Right.
He always throws off. Because what he didn't tell you is the context that was said, right? He said that, JJ's not your friend. JJ uses you. This is what he said.
Believe me, I get the screenshots from a lot of people, Arch. I get all the screenshots.
Well, it's not screenshots because I spoke to him
I'm saying
yesterday.
other people. Like he says this to other people too. Right?
I got to be totally honest with you. With him, I'll be honest with you, JJ. I'm nearly 50. Okay? Yeah, it's my business. Yeah. But I got to tell you something. There are certain people I want in my life, and there's certain people I don't want. Okay? I don't want to argue. Like, it's like you have a girlfriend, she wants to keep coming back, but then she doesn't want to fuck you. I said, well, sweetie, what's the point? What do I want you for? I don't want him in my life.
Right. I just want to say, listen, we made a lot of friends doing this, and honestly, none of them want to hear this shit no more. I just want to be upfront with you. So
also, I got to be honest with you. He stabbed me in the back because Bear was working with him to come on the stream.
Right.
He's weaseling out of spilling the dirt. I wanted dirt to divide the community and make it a ratings bonanza. That's what I wanted. I want a ratings bonanza. He promises so much. He's like the busty girl you go out with. You think you're going to get so much, but then you don't even get a kiss. You think, what just happened there? It's called prick tease. And I don't need him in my life anymore. I don't need him in my life. I want to have people I enjoy having in my life. And I said to him, Tim, as a parting present, I did say this to Tim. I said, Tim, I tell you what, I'm going to help you because I do love you still. I'm going to give you that fucking Israeli guy in Japan, and you can have producer Mark. That's what I said.
Oh,
so
boy.
There you go. You can keep them. I'm going to leave them with you. I'll give you my cast-offs, and good luck. That's what I said to him yesterday. I said, there you go. And I said, you can have Austin, and you can have Clivers as well. There you go. That's what I said to them. And I've
So you're holding on to this.
Yeah, we're holding on to this. We're holding on to this. And I got to
Good.
tell you, I actually issued a creed today. I issued a creed today that producer Mark is actually getting a 2-show ban. And also that Israeli guy in Japan gets a 2-show ban for appearing on Tim's stream.
Well, if you want, I have a glass of water here we could replace producer Mark with for those 2 streams.
Look, I don't hate producer Mark.
We got George here. We got to talk watches. We're wasting his talent. George knows
I
all
know,
this stuff. You're making his ears bleed with this.
Arch, may I say something? Since you started
Yes.
talking about this, you've gained 25 viewers.
Yeah, it's insane.
Wow.
It really is insane.
It's. I like.
So what
to
happened?
keep-
Is Plastic out? If we're gonna talk drama, let's hear about some stuff we don't know about. Is he out, or you don't know yet? You're just fighting.
Look,
I've spoken to
He
Plastic.
apologized before. Yeah.
Well, actually, he rang me. Okay, let's be totally honest. You know what? He actually made a point of saying, I said, thank you for your apology. He goes, I didn't apologize. Okay, Plastic is.
Gotta love Plastic.
I got to be honest with you. With Plastic, you got to watch him, because if you do what Plastic says, I won't have any viewers at all. I won't have any guests, and I won't have any viewers.
It'll just be you and him the way he wants it.
The shtick doesn't last for long with
You
Plastic.
can do that with a local call, couldn't you? You don't need everything else.
You know, Plastic, but I got to tell you seriously, with Plastic, we'll just see how it goes. Okay, he's. I got to be honest with you, JJ. I'd like to have you on there. Look, everybody uses everybody, and with the Marco, I got to be honest. There's a few things I'm a little bit upset about. Okay, but you know, I'll tell you something. I've started now to suck up to some of my big donors. I got to do that. I've learned that I should have been sucking up. I should have been sucking up to some of my big. And you know what? They're actually pretty interesting guys. They got money, and they like to super chat. What more do you want in life? You know what I mean? I'm being sarcastic. Look, they actually are interesting guys. I got to be honest with you. I'm actually going to be doing a lot more ass kissing, and I'll be trying my best, and I won't be letting the weasels come in. Now, I did say to Tim, I said, you know, Tim, you guys. I said I did. That's. I just want to. I don't want to concentrate on JJ. I want to tell you what I did say to Tim. I said, you know, Tim, I could have actually thrown you all off at once, but I said that doesn't work well, because what I want to do is divide you and conquer. I said, so what I decided to do is give my love. Yeah. I said, look, guys, don't take it the wrong way. I'll love one and abandon some, and then I'll switch it.
The art of war again.
Exactly.
You did marry, fuck, kill, is what you did.
And I said, you know what? I said, you know what? You guys thought you were important. Well, I had to show you who the real pontiff is. I said, you guys think I'm dumb and silly not to realize is what you were doing. I said, you were streaming 3 hours before, 3 hours after. You were stealing some of the shtick. I had enough. If you did it within reason, if you did an hour or half an hour show, and then you did one afterwards, and say if you had a really busy day, you upticked me the next day, you sent me a big super chat to say, hey, Arch, we made so much. Here's a bit extra for you. You know, like you do in you know, what they did with Tony. You know what I mean? Up tip. You know what I mean? You send the envelope up, right? So there's no hassle and they're not upset.
Right.
If you delivered a fucking envelope without me asking for the envelope, it would have been cool. And don't worry, he said nasty things about you.
Oh, I'm sure.
He said, you know, just because JJ's super chat's $2 from time to time, you know he's playing you, Arch. That's what he said to me. You know he's playing you. That's what he says. This is what he says.
Right. But I confronted him about that yesterday. He said, you don't give $2 super chats so Archie don't bother you. I said, I super chat him, yeah. So it doesn't bother me. I said, he doesn't bother me because I super chat. It's not the other way around. But it doesn't even matter. When I super chat, it's to say something funny. I mean, you've read all my super chats.
I read everyone's super chats, unless I forget it.
Are they not mostly sarcastic? Like, you know what I mean? It's part of the conversation of me just being silly or
Speaking
whatever,
of super chats, let's get a few of these through. Zowie, $3. Spill the beans. Malik Diamond, $10. Good afternoon, Arch. JJ, please wear the Hulk. We got Timepiece Fund. We got Billboard. Please don't steal the Pontiff Super Chats. And we've got Pine Baron, $20. Arch, perhaps do a segment once a week or so where you have a loyal supporter on the stream for 15 minutes. Wink, wink. Pine Baron, of course, I would love to have you on. You're welcome on any time, Pine Baron. He's a very, very loyal super chatter. Pine Baron, email me at ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com. ArchieLuxury72 Please send me photos of your collection so I can, when things are quiet, I'd like to talk about it. Okay,
Got one more.
Super
one
chat.
more after this. Okay. DC and LV. And by the way, Pine Baron is today's legend. He's the legend for today. The legend. Arch, perhaps do a segment once a week or so where you have a loyal supporter on the stream for 15 minutes. Wink, wink. Pine Baron, I love you. I love you. You are a legend. $5. DC and LV, $5. I have to tip my hat. The boys took the bait and played in the weeds with AC3, who is a monster in the weeds. Having said that, I'm hoping for peace. Yeah.
After all
and
that,
I just got to say one thing. Just want to say one thing. Jokes aside, I don't mind JJ or somebody else making a few bucks when they do their own stream. In fact, I never minded, did I, JJ?
Oh, you actually encouraged. Well, I mean, I'm sure you weren't happy about encouraging us, but you did nonetheless go along with it. Say, yeah, guys, go for it. You know, I get.
But it became too much when it was 3 hours before. Like these guys were streaming for hours and hours and hours.
Right.
I was the warm-up act to him. That's what pissed me off.
You're not wrong.
And
Malik Diamond, $10, Arch.
Malik Diamond, $10. I like how everyone says Archie is hard on people, and now they understand. Hindsight 2020. That's exactly it. And JJ, I'm even happy to promote JJ. He's going to be doing a stream after my 3-hour stream today. You're doing a stream, is that right?
Let me see. Yeah, I could do it. I'm going to do a stream. Yeah.
Yeah, once I finish my stream, you can do your stream. It's okay. Right. I don't mind JJ picking a few coins up. It's when it's
Yeah, I didn't set one up, but I will set one up now.
Yeah, problem. you can certainly do that, JJ, because we're trying to stop traffic going to a certain other YouTuber who won't be named. That's what we're trying to do.
Irish guy, yeah.
And to put it in an Australian context for my good friend Green Room and Timely, I'm a bit like the Fox guy, Lindsay Fox. He buys a truck and run, right? He'll undercut everybody. They go broke. Then he jacks up the prices.
Yep.
Arch, what time would you like me to set this for, mate?
Well, I'm going to be finishing in an hour and a half. I'm doing a 3-hour today. 3-hour stream. 3 hour. We've got an hour and a half to go. We're halfway.
All right. I'm going to mark it for 10. You got it. Stay as long as you like, Arch. It's your show.
Thank you. Benny B, $5. Where is Pugsley now? Lots of views, lots of hate, very little people turning into his live stream and slow donations. Show how one-dimensional and look, I don't want to criticize anyone. You know what? Seriously, he did a lot for me. I made good money. He just needs to have a bit of a break. He's just taking a bit of time out. He doesn't want to do YouTube anymore. He doesn't stream against me. He's okay. He's okay, okay? We might be able to patch things up.
3 more.
I did send him an email yesterday. I said to him, hey, if you wanted to spill your guts on Artem, I would gladly welcome you on. That was the deal. I'm happy to get either of them to spill their guts. They'll gladly give them a forum to spill their guts. And if you super chat $35, you'll be able to ask these snakes questions. DC and LV, $2. That's why contracts are in writing. No confusion. And we've got another one here. Andrew Ballantyne. These contracts, it's a bit like when John Howard agreed to resign. Remember that? And he kind of reneged. That's for our Aussie audience.
What
in chess, you have. Sorry.
What year was that? I don't remember that.
No, because what happened was Howard agreed after the second election to resign so Costello could become prime minister.
Right. Yeah, it didn't happen.
How'd that go?
He changed his mind and said, you know what?
Words are words.
That was the agreement, okay? And hey. Yeah, it's a known fact. That's why Costello's so shitty. But he never had spine to challenge. See, at least Keating, you may hate Keating, at least Keating had the guts to challenge Hawkeye. He knew when to time his run, and he did. In chess, yes. In chess, you have to take your opponent to a dark place where two can enter, but only one can leave. Tim is a pawn who thinks he's a queen. And Pavel, $10, impressed with JJ's perspective. These guys didn't learn the lessons from the last purge and how it turned out. Actually, I did mention that to Artem last night. I said, go and talk to Clive about how well it ended.
Ooh. You got Omar, $2 further down the list.
Omar, $2. For being a socialist, Tim isn't willing to share. Yes. Guys, before we... Oh, Timepiece Fund, $2. Super Chat for Pontiff. Gentleman's Hangout is for friends. There we go there. I wanted to say something, okay? What I've done is, guys... JJ, this is an interesting thing. So we're just going to move on to a different topic.
Right.
I want to show you something, JJ. So this is a photocopy of my certificate of origin for my 5196.
Okay.
We're just going to look at who these paddock owners are.
Oh, this is pretty cool. Yeah.
So this here is Monsignor Joseph Sitt. So we bought this. When did he buy it? What can you read that stuff? What does it say? He bought
10 place.
No, that's the saloon.
March.
What date? What date did he?
12th of March 2012.
There you go. That's when he bought it, right? So that's his name, Monsignor. That's just a posh way of saying Mister, isn't it? That's what the French. So this guy.
Well, Monsignor is the one of the church people, right?
No, but I think it's the French. It's the way the French.
Isn't it Monsieur?
Yeah, no.
No, I think this is just how the French call Mister. It's French for
right. Isn't that Monsieur? All right. Either way.
Monsieur. M-O. I mean, look.
Right.
Look.
It's Monsieur. Monsieur. Monsignor is the position in the church.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
You got one from the Watch Wizard.
Here we go. Sorry, which one are we up to now? Which one's
Watch Wizard. Watch Wizard.
Is that the next one? Omar, we got Timepiece Fund, $2. Super Chat for Pontiff, Gentlemen's Hangouts for Fun. Bear Clooney, $2. Are Pugsley and Artem still sharing room in London?
Green room. If you're going to call them out in order, yeah?
Sorry. We've got a little bit of a power struggle here. You can see which two I can divide here, JJ, can't you?
Yeah.
Are Pugsley and Artem still sharing the room in London? Tell me that, JJ. What do you think?
Oh, I have no idea about that.
You're friends with Marco.
I am friends with Marco. Look, I make no bones about it. You guys, if you guys got a problem with each other, you guys got to handle it. Look, he didn't do anything bad to me, so I'm not. The
Watch Wizard, $20 for the mighty Pontiff, who knows that the real game of chess is won within the back game.
We need the wizard on here.
This is a great super chat.
Tanzil, $10. Let's pay homage to some great ideas from the treacherous snakes of past. Clive recommended to AC3 to daily live stream. 2, Marco started the upvote trend. And 3, Artem invented the quick wristwatch check. Yes, thank you. And we've got Toyota Mo, $10. Arch, this is a great panel. I kept an open mind with JJ and Tim. At the end of the day, JJ was right. Too many honorable people saying the same thing. Anyhow, we're just having a look here. Who owned my paddock? This guy here. What do you think of this guy here? I wrote to him. He's a bit snooty. You know this?
He's from New York.
He doesn't. Wizard, how are you, Wizard?
Ask and it shall be spoken. Here he is.
How's everybody? How's everyone?
Hey, we are great. We're just glossing over that fight that was there, and we're just having a look at who owned my paddock 5196. This guy here, his name is Joseph Sitt.
Of
He's
course.
what is he? He's a
American real estate investor.
I think he's Jewish, isn't he? He's got that hat on, hasn't he? Is that a hat or that's his ball patch?
Can't tell.
Let's see. It did say where he was. I think it was
Yamato?
Spanish and
No,
Jewish. There
I
you go.
think it could be. He could be a Sephardi.
He's the
Politician.
chairman. Sorry, you're right. It's just his hair. Chairman and founder of Thor Equities Group. There you go.
He's got a women's clothing store too. I forgot the name of it. Well, I'm looking at Wikipedia right now. Ashley Stewart.
Actually, we should type in. I'm just going to see if I can type in Paddock 5196. Let's see if he's got him wearing my paddock now.
Imagine.
No, he doesn't have it. I was just going to see if there's a. So anyhow, that's the guy who owned my paddock.
And
JJ.
what happened? He was nasty to you in the letter?
No, he never responded.
Oh, what a prick.
That's just. They're all like that, JJ. You know what I mean?
Maybe next episode we'll do my guy.
He's an American. See, look, he is what he is. Okay, he's 57 years old. He's on Coney Island.
He's from there.
Well, super chat, Bella DeVille, £10.
Okay, Bella DeVille. Arch, when you have your mojo, you're brilliant. Also, this panel is fantastic.
Thank you.
Malik Diamond, $5. Didn't he star in Uncut Gems? Yes.
That's a great film.
I'm going to have a look at another. I'm going to have a look at another owner of one of my paddocks here. Let's have a look. Do you want to have a look? We're going to have a sticky beak because we're just trying to pull out some of these people. Okay, this is the guy who owned my 5127. Okay, so I'm not going to pull up the certificate because you can see it's just handwritten. So his name is Boris Orlov. ORLOV. Boris
Is this the
Orlov.
Olympics, gentlemen?
There we go.
Russian coach.
Oh, that's him.
Look
What
at
do
him.
you think?
Wow.
He died in 2018, which would tie in with the watch, wouldn't it? The watch is stamped 2008, so it's 10 years before he died. And what do? When you're in the last phase of life, Wizard? You go and get yourself your dream paddock, don't you?
Well, I'll have them all before that day comes, and then my son can enjoy them all.
Flip mode, $45, $10, boys. Speaking of 3-hour tour, who would you pursue on the island, Ginger or Mary Ann? You know what? I actually liked Mary Ann better.
So do I.
She was more down to earth.
Well, she was a little farm girl.
Yeah. I thought she was cuter, but anyhow, that's just.
Right.
So this is Boris. What do you think of Boris?
Boris Orlov.
Do you think he cut a few corners or not?
You think he cut a few people's fingers off?
Would he get nasty if you didn't perform well at the Olympics?
Oh, for sure.
I mean, think about this. Apparently, he was the coach during the 1980 Moscow Olympics. That must have been a crazy time.
Well, he doesn't exactly look like Mr. Happy, does he? Let's be honest.
Well, here's a few things. This was sold off. This is his
Mr. Tudor to you.
Wow.
Order of Stalin. Maybe this is where the watch was sold too. You know that?
Who knows?
Maybe that's where he got his sense of humor too. Mr. Tudor to you, $5.
He's telling her.
Mr. Tudor to you, $5. Wizard, take your meds 15 minutes before show ends. Everyone had a heart attack last time. Seriously, to good health, Amico.
We looked up and
Obrigado, verdad? Obrigado.
Down.
He's telling her, I told you, you must land straight.
You must land straight, yes.
For a gymnast, she has big boobies.
Yes.
Who's that? Yeah, she's gorgeous. So that's that guy, right? So I can't write to him because he's kind of gone. You know what I mean?
Dead.
You can pray to him, right?
I'll show you another owner. Do you want to see another owner? Here we go. Okay, so here's another owner, right? Look at this guy, okay?
Which watch is this?
This was my 5296, which I did sell, but I still got the certificate. Okay? So this is Doctor. He was a doctor. Michael. S.L. Sanclair. Here we go. This
Sounds
is him
expensive.
here. And actually his address matches this address. There we go. This is him here. This is Dr. Sanclair. What do you think? He was a paddock-wearing physician.
Dr. Sood.
At least he's got a smile in one of his pictures.
Yeah, that's him. Would you...
10 the man, $10.
Now, just out of interest here, he was also in the news. Patient sues after tube left near heart for weeks.
Well, that's why you had to get rid of the paddock.
Yeah.
What do you think of that? That's a bit nasty, isn't
He had
it?
to give that paddock. He had to give that paddock to his lawyer.
Yeah.
He's sort of look, but that doesn't mean it was his fault, does it?
No.
Nope.
Who knows?
Anyone, his assistant, anyone.
But
What is it?
anyhow,
you like casino. You can have the paddock in the jail cell, or you can walk right out of here now.
Exactly. Tan Zeal. Here is a prediction. Dis will do fundraising for you and shave his back on air for $1,000.
Oh
Producer Mark will stream for 3 hours before and making you the toilet break. Suckers will buy Green Room a paddock.
That's amazing.
There you go. I was going to bring you up one more. Are you bored with this, or we do another one?
Yeah, no, do another one. This is interesting. I was just daydreaming about Tanzil's the Huracan.
They're all lively owners, except for the last guy.
Okay,
Interesting folk.
Ooh, imagine what kind of horrible like that could be like a jail sentence. Listening to a 3-hour stream of Producer Mark.
100%.
We have ways of making you talk.
Right. Like, well, guys, I don't really have a watch, but I'm here.
So this other guy here, I this is the guy who owned my world time, okay? This is the guy who had my world time. His name was Shell. Is that a name?
Hang on, which world time? The one you got now or the one you had?
Oh, this is actually the one I've got now.
Okay, because you had the white gold before.
Yeah, actually, that guy's in jail.
Oh, look. One went to jail, one's dead, and one almost went to jail. Let's see what this guy had.
So this guy's name is...
We're doing well.
Shell Hirschberg. Shell Hirschberg. Who is that? Is that a name or what? He's in Vancouver. This is him here. This is him. Look, here we go. Da-da-da-da, Canada. Oh, he's got his phone. I better not ring him. Okay?
Yeah, no, best maybe.
Really.
Super chat incentive to ring him.
He's where is he? Let's have a look here. Let's see. We'll see if we can find out about him. Is he on LinkedIn? He does Instagram. Is that him? Let's have a look.
That'd be an interesting conversation though on the phone.
I try. It's no. That's only a. No, it's not. That's not him.
Just make sure you got the right guy. Yeah.
I'm just trying to find him. Is he going to? He'd be an old guy, wouldn't he?
It's a world time.
I reckon it's this guy with the glasses.
You reckon it's him?
Maybe. Malik Diamond, $5.
Malik Diamond, $5. What I did do is Malik Diamond, $5. Archie, many saints of Newmark excited. Many saints of Newmark excited. What does he mean? Explain that to me. Archie, many saints of Newmark excited. Not quite sure.
When you super chat back $5 again and explain it.
Yes. Now, so just looking at this guy here, I don't think that's him, but I did Google his property.
Oh, that's the
Sopranos.
The Sopranos movie. Right.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
It's coming out at the end of the month.
And you got Bear Clooney, $2 as well.
I did actually type in his address, right? And it tells me his house is worth... This is the good thing. You can type in their address. There's real estate, Zillow. It tells me what his house is worth. Let's have a look. It tells me his house. Where is it? It's sold for $880,000. Oh, that was in 2002. That was a lot of money back then.
That's Canadian, but still.
It's probably triple the price today in Vancouver.
Yeah. Is that a nice house?
Vancouver, it doesn't matter. They're old,
nice
small,
house.
but big money in Vancouver.
3,900 square feet.
Yeah.
How many?
3,900 square feet. Looks pretty nice.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
It's gated and hedged.
Gated and hedged. Yeah, that's it. Exactly. It's a very, very nice sort of.
It's a posh area.
It's a posh area. He's not a poor person, is he?
No, far from it.
No, I wouldn't say so. With a nice
Here
view.
we go. Bear Clooney, $2. Here we go. Here we go. Bear Clooney. So sorry, just go back to this one here. The Malik Diamond. Archie, many saints of Newmark. Excited?
Are you excited about the movie? I guess he's asking.
Yeah, I suppose.
It looks pretty good.
First I've heard of it. I'll have to check it out.
Oh, you didn't see the clip with his son plays him. It's I was watching the preview and I'm like, holy shit, this kid looks like a young James Gandolfini. They really found a really good, character.
Wow.
And then I found out it's actually his son.
That's his boy.
Right.
Here we go. Bear Clooney watches $2. Did Marco's mum ever go to Italy?
How does that make any sense, that question?
Yeah, because I think there was a fundraiser to fly his mum to Italy. He's just being sarcastic by saying...
Oh, I see.
He never went. It wasn't used for the purposes that were mentioned. But I got to be honest with you, Bear. Keep those digs, Bear. Keep those digs coming, Bear. I appreciate it. Don't worry about it,
Watch Cardinal,
Bear.
$10.
Watch Cardinal, $10. Respect to my friend JJ. Arch, I did promise you I would get a paid review done before the drama. Heard you were helping your son, so I'm happy to help. How can I? LMK dollars, easy go. Of course I would, Marco. Of course I would. Of course, I don't mind. I don't mind Marco at times. You know that.
I think he's asking if you want to do a paid review for him.
Hey, I'll do a paid review for Satan the Devil if he pays. My God, I don't.
There you go.
Jeez. Watch Cardinal. I mean, I'm here. I'm here to do paid reviews. That's what I do. Yeah, I'd love to do that. Jeez, that's going to really hurt my brain. I will be thinking of it, analyze it, but it's okay. It's all good. All good, my friend. There we go. Next one. Here we go. Barbsby, $5. Nice to see JJ and the card hanging back on the OG channel. Thank you, Barbsby.
You should get him on one day, Arch. What do you think about that? Yeah, be Bardsley on one day. I think he'd like him.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, Bardsley.
Yeah, he has a cool channel. He'd be a
Wizard, what do you think of that? I went searching who bought my paddocks. What did you think of that?
Gives you the history behind it, so I like that.
Yeah, it's kind of cool, isn't it?
Yep. I spent a lot of money today, Pontiff.
What did you buy?
Oh, my God. 3 watches.
But see, you spent a lot of money. I think you invested a lot of money. When you spent, that means like you've gone to a bordello and it's gone. That's spent.
Yeah, but at least there you get a rub and tug happy ending.
Well, this should make you happy anyhow, buying beautiful
things. It does. Because I don't care. And Adrian was really cool. He made us a lot of profit on that damn ugly RM.
So what did you buy? Tell us, Wizard.
Well, one I'm going to leave as a secret until I get it, but it's highly, highly sought out. The other one is a Panerai PAM 514, and I got an Omega Aquaterra. But the other one's a Rolex. All I'm going to say, it's a Rolex, a very special Rolex.
Tans, any of them you can show us, or you don't have them yet?
I don't have them yet, but
okay.
I want to share something with you because my paddock dealer
he
found out from a friend of mine, and he said, I have something special to offer you. I go, why are you offering me something special? He says, because I heard what happened, and this is a watch for celebration of life. I'm like, really? Okay. So he has a 5230G in stock if I want it.
Okay.
I don't know if that means by the Pontiff's approval. I don't know if I like the gray center. I like the old blue center better, or the 5930 or the 5390. There's one that comes with blue center. I think the 5230G is a gray center.
Hang on there. The 5230 5230G. This is the world time you're talking about.
Yes.
The current one.
Yes.
Gold with gray.
You know what? I got to be totally honest with you. I actually just let me answer these super chats quickly, and I'll
Yes,
give you
of
my
course.
opinion. Tanzeel, $5. Archie did buy one watch retail. I wonder if that guy ever searched Horatio Paul Pluto online and stumbled upon his sheet now. And Watches Global, #1, $5. Joseph Sitt, Thor Equities is a famous person. He is very famous. I never heard of him before.
No, his company, Thor Equities, is famous.
Company, yeah.
Is he a nice guy, Bart? That's what I care about. I don't care how famous or rich he is.
Let's
is he
say
a nice...
unlikely. Unlikely at best.
Unlikely at best, yes.
Because I did write to him. He wouldn't respond.
Well, that means he's just a snob shiter.
If you wanted a little bit of side drama there as well, you got producer Mark in the comments there having a little bit of a go with JJ. It would be worth maybe bringing him on for a
Bring
minute.
him on. Yep.
I'm not in the mood to argue with this.
Okay, here we go. Mr. Tudor, to you, $5. Reminder, row 1 and 2, check organization, please. You know what? It's egalitarian now. You know that? This is egalitarian. We're all good here. We're all look, I don't think we need rows. I mean, the Wizard's always here. The two guys, I just like, that was just, you know, I only do that, you know, just to stir them up a bit. It's all, you guys are all equal, you know. Let me just say there, okay, guys. We were saying, that guy, you reckon he wouldn't be very nice, George? Tell me.
Like you've said before, I think you have to have a certain amount of nasty in you to become that successful.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of sad, that, isn't it? What do you think?
There are exceptions.
And you wrote him a letter, Pontiff?
I sent him an email, but they never respond.
Would you say, hey, sorry to see you were in the dumps and I had to buy your paddock to help you out, but...
Look, they just get funny. I don't know why. I wrote to a lot of paddock people. I've never had one come back yet. You know,
You should see if he wants to do an interview with you, Arch.
Yeah.
Maybe ask him if he had seller's remorse.
I asked him that. I said I run a small YouTube channel, blah blah. I asked him, and they never once came back to me and said, okay, we will we'll do anything. They just, I don't know. They just don't do that.
Right. Oh, by the way, Bardsley said he'd come on if you want to give him the link. It's up to you. I don't know.
Sure, Bardsley. He's a cool guy. Nothing.
Yeah, nice guy. I think he used to do some other stuff on his channel before he talked watches. But yeah, he's a cool guy.
Cool guy, except that he's a Boston Red Sox fan. But other than that, we like him.
Yeah, whatever. Up to you. Whatever you want. Just might be more interesting than a glass of water. You know what I mean? So
100%. I gotta get some. There we go. So I got to tell you honestly, I've tried to reach out to these dudes. Have I caught up? Let's just check here. Next super chat. Which one's the next one? We got a next one.
You got LC $2.
So I posted the link. LC $2. How many times did Marco give sloppy tipsy to Nico? I don't know.
Oh, come on.
Come on, just be nice. Omar, $5. Bring on producer Mark so we can check out his beautiful collection of Daniel Wellington watches. Stefano Sig Count 1.
First one of the day, Omar.
And Pine Baron, $5. 300 plus watching. Please upvote. So now
upvote the Pontiff, please.
The link there for...
There, you got 113 upvotes, Arch.
Okay, very, very good. Let me say this to you. You know, the guy who owned my, I'm just trying to find it. You can never do these things when you're on air, but the paddock people, I did a owner's search. Who owned my white gold paddock? That guy's actually in jail for a $30 million fraud. So
30?
I think it was more than that, but this was. It's quite hilarious what actually happens, you know.
Well, at least they didn't confiscate your paddock, so.
No, that's a fair point, but it's sort of it's kind of strange. Who owns these things? I think it's great to.
Interesting people.
He probably used your money for the paddock to fill up his commissary account.
But
So he can get his
if
crackers
he's so
and
rich,
tuna and
if he's so rich, why did he have to sell it? Can I ask you that?
because they confiscated everything else.
No, but that Joseph Sitt guy, why did he have to sell his?
Oh, he probably upgraded or something. Who knows?
Traded it in. He didn't care.
Yeah.
What do you think? It's very interesting to track down who these people who own this stuff. You know what I mean? And I actually, can I tell you a nasty story? So I always buy boxes, paddock boxes, because they're worth money, right? I used to, you could buy them cheap. This lady was selling, guess what she was selling? Complete everything except the watch. It was the 3919. And he was a property developer with 5 kids, and he just left her. And she was selling his stuff off. And I tried the Pine Baron, $5. Let's hear George's opinion on independent watchmakers, FB Jean, Urban Jorgensen, Roger Dubai, etc. Dubuis. I like to mispronounce it, Wizard. That's my stick.
Okay.
Deliberately mispronounce these things.
Gotcha.
Oxley,
yeah, Oxley State. Hi.
Listen, they're beautiful, but they're by no means on my collection list because I know they're unattainable for me. Either in exclusivity or in value. It's just the way it is, and I live with that. I'm okay with that.
George, where do I know you from?
I don't know.
I know you from somewhere for sure.
I think we're on the same page, but I don't know. But nice to possibly meet you.
Pleasure.
Maybe from back in Greece.
Probably.
Oh no, New York City for sure.
Yeah.
George has that very fun face. Oh, excuse me. The missus wants something.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's all right.
Just one moment.
He's off. Where is he? What are you doing?
Oh, here we go. Found it. I was just trying to find something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because what I did was I used to buy... Hello, Mrs. Wizard. Hello to Mrs. Wizard. Can we see Mrs. Wizard?
Say hi.
Gorgeous, Wizard.
That's the mighty pontiff.
Hello, Miss... Hello.
That's Sonia.
Wow. I thought that was your daughter.
Oh, my daughter. Now he's really killing me.
I thought that's his daughter. My God.
I don't know. That's all the way on the hill, on Marlborough. I mean on Montreal Road.
Montreal Road.
That's become the new Islamic Center. It's a very old picture.
You got a super chat from Tan as well.
My God, you're a lucky man, Wizard.
I'm a lucky man. That I am.
I like to have beautiful women. I could just see she came and they don't touch me anymore. These women with me, you know that? Why, Wizard?
I'm smooth with her.
You're very smooth, Wizard. I gotta say, Tanzeel, $5. I find this upvote trend cute. You suckers realize AC3 doesn't even understand hashtag. He films his videos on a camcorder and hashtags TGV sucks on Instagram. A post of him eating burger at Burger King. Juco Ted, $5. Wizard, tell Sonia we love her for taking care of you, Wizard.
Thank you, Duco Ted. Thank you.
And Barb's Blee, $2. Sonia is sweet, Wizard. And then I was going to show you. So what
Bring
I
her
did
back.
was,
She's getting super chats galore. Bring her back.
I got to
super chats. Bring her back.
I got to tell you guys.
I should get a pole installed.
So what I did is I bought these box and certificate. It came with a certificate for his paddock, right? So what I did was I contacted him and tried to sell him back his certificate.
Oh.
Is that a good business idea or not?
Tell him $500.
Wizard, you stole the price out of my mouth. Yeah,
that's my
exactly.
boy. I know my pontiff. I know my OG pontiff, how he thinks.
He actually came back to me and said he doesn't have the watch in him. I think he thought I was the divorce attorney trying to see whether he had the watch. because he said, I no longer, the certificate is no use to me because the watch was stolen many years ago.
Yeah, okay.
That's what he said.
That's what he said in the divorce proceedings. That's why.
Stolen by his bank safe.
When I did a Google,
buried in the vegetable garden in the backyard.
That's right.
When I did a Google on him, guess what came up? I'll show you this here. Let me show it to you. When I did a Google, because I like to check out my guys, this is what came up. So
You're
his
more
name
thorough
is
than ASIO.
Don O'Rourke. Don O'Rourke. And he's, Jesus Christ, he's actually he's a property developer. That's what he is.
Did he go to jail?
He's absolutely, he's a property developer, and I'll show you some images of Don O'Rourke. This is his new squeeze. Sorry, yeah, that's his new squeeze. Okay, so I bought it from his old squeeze. Does that make sense? And yeah, he's got a new squeeze. This was the original squeeze. Here we have the original squeeze with the.
Damn! Look at all the kids.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 kids. That's right, 7 kids. So
Wow.
this was the. So I didn't mind his old squeeze, but obviously, you know, the new squeeze. So he kind of. How do I put it politely? I think he left. Yeah, he. Well, I've been married.
He traded her in for the new model.
Well, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I mean,
That's
obviously,
so though, to have the box sold off after.
But she was actually quite. And you know what annoyed me with her most? I can see why he left her. Okay. Because guess what? She advertised it as being the box with the outer box. She threw the outer box away, and I'd. Can you believe that?
That's a marriage breaker right there.
Yep.
No, but you know, I bought it on eBay. Was the double box, and then when I got it, all I got was the inner box. She said, "Oh, it was a bit dirty, and I threw it out." I said, "I said what?" I said, "That's what I."
That's what you wanted.
But the honest truth is, I paid $80 for it, and I managed
got it for
to
nothing.
sell. I managed. It had a stick. The interior had gone shitty, so it wasn't that great, Wizard. But I managed to sell the folder. You know, the folder.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. I managed to sell it to Mr. 2. Because he screwed me on the price. I would have given it to him if he actually paid me fairly for it, but he screwed me. So I said, "You want the folder? This is a period correct folder, the leather folder." I said, "You can have it for $300."
There you go.
I would have given it to him otherwise, but if you want to, there's more than one way to skin a cat, Weezer. Do you understand?
There was a Patek box that was sold today in one of the dealers' groups. 1,200 euros. Just the inner box.
Euros?
Nothing else. 1,200 euros.
Was it a special one, like a Nautilus? Well, it's the same box for all the models.
No, they're all the same.
About a month ago, for 9,000 euros, a cork box from the original Nautilus was sold.
Yeah, that's a very special box.
Like $12,500.
Sucker horn. There we go. Bear Clooney, $2. True legend. The sucker horn. So anyhow, that was the look. I don't think it's wrong. If he wasn't happy in the marriage, there's no point staying there, is there, Wizard?
No.
Now, Wizard, he's a nice guy. I just feel a bit sorry for Mrs. O'Rourke.
I feel sorry for the kids. I don't feel sorry for her or him.
Mind you, they go to a very expensive, that green uniform, that's 20,000 a year.
Well, I'm sure she got enough child support and alimony from him. So.
Well, she reckons she doesn't. She said to me she's reduced to selling his crap on eBay to survive. That's what she said to me. But
I think she's playing the game as well.
Okay.
LA Myth Witch, $2.
Do you think I should go back just very quickly, Wizard? Do you reckon I should go back and ask him to buy it again?
Double.
I don't know. Why not? Go for it. See what happens.
Bear Clooney watches $2. True legend. Sucker horn. We did that. We got LA Methwitch $2. Love this stream. Oh man, that's great to hear. And I haven't answered Wizard's question. I'm going to talk to Wizard about that in a minute. Panos Kalos became a member. Thank you so much, man. And we've got Mr. GMT, $5. Hi, Arch, and all the awesome panel members today. Keep up the awesome work.
Thank you, sir.
And timely
Thank you, Mr.
behavior,
GMT.
$3. Super Chat keeps the pontiff alive. Come on, guys. Now, Wizard, we were just talking about, you were talking Patek Philippe's. I love them. You know that? George Gregorio, $2. Pull up the most expensive Rolex box. Midas vase.
Yeah, right.
That's George.
Try to find one.
Chocolate
Yeah,
milk.
well, you know, there's so many. I remember years ago I had a Royal Oak Jubilee box. You know, the Jubilee edition.
Yeah.
But when you want to sell it, they're not really worth that much. If you got the watch, you'll pay a massive premium for it, but otherwise, it is what it is. Let me say this, Wizard. You're talking about 5330G. You want to hear my opinion, Wizard?
Sure.
I think for you, why don't you just buy the
5230G is what he offered me.
You know, you can get it a bit cheaper on the secondary, but can't you?
Yeah. I don't know. It's not really for me. The gray dial, the gray center of the dial is a little.
No,
you
don't understand.
Lifeless, a little muted.
No, but the blue one. Hang on. Did we do another super chat just very quickly?
No, it
Michael
just
M,
came up. Michael M.
$5.
Yeah.
Sending my support for Archie and the panel. Thanks, guys. Let me say this to you, Wizard. Wizard, I want to say this to you. Okay. Grab it. Okay, just grab the damn thing. Okay. You know what? It's absolutely beautiful. The Patek.
Life's too short.
5230G. The grey center. You know what you're talking about? By the way, they did have a blue one. That was the New York edition.
Yeah, the Skyline.
Yeah, that's the one I like.
Though. They're really expensive.
I know a real dickhead who's got one. But I got to tell you, you know the grey? I think the grey is perfect because it looks like, you know, the blue one you're talking about. That was the 5110. It was the platinum one that had the blue. I think this is absolutely perfect. It looks like the blue, except it's grey. This is far... I reckon, to be honest with you, Wizard, you're out of your mind, okay? You know why? You look at this watch here, Wizard. Look at the 2523. You know, the original world time?
Yes.
It's reminiscent of that. Look at that. It's
Yeah.
got the same case. Look at the profile of the case.
Yes.
You see what I mean? Look at that case. That's what they've done on the one you're looking at. Look at the. I'll show. Look at this. Look at the case profile, Wizard.
Yep.
So it harks back to that, except in a more modern size. If I was you, Wizard, just grab it. You know what? Why don't you buy this, wear it, and get the Khaleesi as well?
Well, I want the Khaleesi, but I also want the 5270p. That's one I'm really in love with.
Yeah, but I think you're gonna. If you by taking this, it gets you into the other things. Otherwise, he's just going to stay. You're just trying to profit out of him. I don't think you can afford to say no.
Well, I told him I'll give him a call tomorrow and let him know. So
take it, Wizard.
Because I also ordered let me see, where the hell is it?
No, but Wizard,
I sent him the photo.
You've got to take it. You understand? He's not going to be happy if you don't take it. Say to him, look.
Oh, I got almost $500,000 purchases the last 3 years with this guy. This is the guy that I gave him $50,000 last year.
Hello, Birminghard.
Yeah.
You know what?
I also ordered this from him. He has it in stock. I'm picking it up Saturday.
That's a Cartier butt, Wizard.
Yeah, I know. I mean, just
Cartier's
for
not cool,
a shider.
Wizard. I don't. But why don't you just wear this world time as a shider?
No.
What money would you have to pay for this? No discount, is there?
Not that I didn't ask him yet. I didn't ask him the price.
Okay,
he usually does something for me.
Okay, let's have a look on Chrono. What are they going for? Let's just have a look. If it's
he has the white gold one.
No, I know that. If it's what's retail on it? I think it's about what is it? It's 50,000, I think, isn't it?
Something
US.
like that. Well,
it's 63 in Australia. It's 63,000.
It's about 60 grand in Canada.
Okay, so that's about the same as Australia.
Yeah.
Look, you know what, Wizard? I think it's beautiful. I think if you, it's a beautiful watch. I think it's gorgeous. I honestly think, you may not get the Khaleesi. That's what he's saying to you.
Oh, I'm gonna get. I put $50,000 on it last year. I'm just waiting till it comes in. But see, I don't have a problem if it was more reasonable. If I could pick one up for 40, why the hell would I want to give him 60?
This is US dollars.
Yeah, all right. So for 4 times 2 is 48,000 Canadian.
Yeah.
Which, when it's American, I don't mix my funds. I have my American accounts. I use my American money or my euro.
Well,
so
you know what, Wizard? It is a beautiful thing. Would you wear it or not?
that's the thing. That's what I'm afraid of. If I pay full list and not wear it, I'll feel like a fool.
Your donation, watches of DMV.
Wizard, what are you
99
asking?
cents.
99 cents. Watchers of DMV, thank you so much for your support. Wizard, what are your question? What's the question? Do you like the watch? What do I think of it? I'll tell you what I think
your
of it.
opinion on it.
I think it's fucking beautiful.
Okay.
You know what? I could have bought one a couple years ago. This guy I was giving, one came up cheap in Australia. He paid 34 Australian for it. That's like 34 Canadian, right?
Right.
It was a divorce settlement. For some reason, it didn't sell because the market was different a couple years ago,
Right.
okay? I think it's fucking beautiful. To be totally
Oh, if it was the
Wizard,
New York edition, the blue one, I would have bought it.
but Wizard, the New York edition, just back the truck up. They're going for over 100,000 now.
Yeah, I know.
And you know what? I know a guy who's got one. He's just a jerk.
Oh,
I know a guy
okay.
who owns one. He's a jerk. He made fun of my one. He said, "Oh, yours has got the small dick hands." And I said, "Do you know anything about world times?" I said, "It's the lineage. It's like saying he's just a dick. He's just a dick. He's just a jerk." That's that guy, Raphael Young. He's just a real jerk. He was in Tatler magazine, and I texted him and said, "You're still a jerk as far as I'm concerned."
What does he know about small dick hands? I mean, really.
Exactly. he's just, you know, but the thing is, he's just an antagonistic son of a bitch. I just said to him, you know, why would you even say that? I didn't answer Marco's super chat. He just texted me. So what was the question there? I think he wanted to know. I'd love to do his paid review. Of course I would. No harm done. In fact, Marco, if you keep sending me money here, my opinion on you can greatly change. So it's working. I'm softening up to him. There you go.
Are you softening up to Cartier? They seem to be gaining in popularity, though, at least in the U.S.
Yep. And I also ordered the black DLC one, but nobody has it in stock yet.
How much?
so-
How much is it? How much is it?
Oh, it's cheap. It's like 8,300 for the. But I know he's going to give me at least 7-8% on the Cartier. So
Look, I tell you what. The thing is, you can wear it for a while and flick it and get your money back. You know why?
Yeah, I could, but
is that a terrible thing? Is that a
not
terrible
at all.
thing?
I figure I'm just going to buy a few pieces I want to try that I've never said because I always thought like you who the hell wants to buy Cartier blah blah blah. So I'm going to buy it, wear it a little while. If I don't like it, I'll sell it.
I had the watchmaker guy on. He said he doesn't like any of their new in-house Cartier movements.
Yeah.
But
just the design of the movement, he doesn't think that they're.
no, he said he doesn't. He's not happy with the quality. He's had a few problems. He's saying.
Res, $10.
Rez, we love Rez. By the way, Rez is this is one of the donors. We've got to be very good to. Nice panel and stream. Thank you, Rez.
Thank you.
Again, it's another legend. We've got a couple legends on. He's another legend. He's cool. Rez is a cool guy. Rez is very, very cool. You okay? Wizard, you okay?
I just got to go get my pills. I'll be right back.
Wizard, you go and have a lie down with Sonia. Don't waste
No,
your time
no.
with us. If I had a girl like that, man.
Don't get distracted.
Quadruple bypass, man. They ain't going to be no lie down for a while.
Holy shit.
Oh, no. How long do you have to wait?
The doctor said at least 90 days. So
you've got a clock on the wall ticking down that 90 days, yeah?
It's already on series clocking down.
And what happens if you did do something then?
I can maybe have another one.
Is it worth it?
No, well, yes and no. I mean, but No, I'd rather live long life so I can pump it away later on more often.
Okay.
So.
Because I got to tell you, you got a really nice looking lady there. You're a very
She's
lucky
great, man.
wizard.
She's dynamite.
She's beautiful.
And she
and
puts
she
up with all my shit.
Not only
and
that, she likes you. She likes you.
She helped. If it wasn't for her, I couldn't shower, couldn't cook, I couldn't get dressed right because the radial nerve in this arm that got screwed up a little. So
she was good for the show.
She's a rock.
She come on. You got 3, 4, 5 super chats. Bang, 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 bang.
I got to tell you guys, Wizard, you go and take your pills. Please go and do what needs to be done, Wizard. There's no problems there. I want to say this with these. I got to say, look with Marco there. Look. I think it's things could be fixed. He's very kindly sent me a very nice super chat. So a PayPal for the problems with my son there. So I got to tell you. We it's a work in progress. We can certainly work on that, okay? No qualms at all there. I've got to tell you, maybe JJ, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
He's very kind. He sent me a couple $100 to do a paid review.
I'm just admiring Hard's haircut. It's very sharp.
It's cool.
Yeah,
he's very cool.
Nice little fade.
What step is that?
That's
is that
step.
Live like nobody else?
Zeros.
No.
What?
What step is that? Is that live like nobody else?
Baby steps. Live,
Yeah.
live like nobody else, so you can live like nobody else tomorrow.
I get.
Yeah, I think that was very nice of him to
laugh.
answer your question.
You laugh, but I get a 3% discount for paying cash. Okay, so I'm frugal like that.
There you go.
Bear, I gotta say, Birmingham, he's always looks very, very well cut American guy. He's a poster child for working hard.
Really got some
that
super
clean
chats
living.
flying through now.
I got a question for you, Birmingham, in a minute. Michael M, $20. Would love to hear the panel's comment and pick one dress watch that speaks to you that you would choose and wear without concern for budget. Thank you, Archie. So we start with George.
5107. That white gold.
Okay.
On very dark blue leather.
Ooh, yes. JJ.
5205, Arch. That's an easy one.
5205. Oh, beautiful. And we've got Timely.
5196 yellow gold.
You like it? I thought you'd like your Reverso more than that.
It's a dress watch.
That's Reverso's a dress watch, isn't it?
Reverso's originally a sports watch. It's not a dress watch. We use it as one now because we're all casual and laid back now. We don't wear suits to work. But
yep, no. Fair point. Green room.
I'm hopeless with reference numbers, but I was going on about your white gold Calatrava yesterday. But the one I would pick would be the white gold Calatrava that you used to own. That I think you swapped for the gold sub.
The 5107. That's what George actually. Yep, 5107.
Oh right, okay, right. I'm hopeless with the numbers. What are the differences between your old? Oh, you got a big super chat.
May do this first.
Here we go. Very quickly, Birmingham. Which watch? Quick.
Okay, no money concerned at all. 5372p. Split second mono pusher.
I got to tell you, the one that the wizard wants there. I reckon actually the best one is the Jamie Opulence one, the 5231J. That would have to be winner, chicken microwaved and reheated dinner. ER $100. To be fair, Arch, Marco and I have our friends on WhatsApp, and being your largest donor, he has never ever approached me for any money. He has always been kind and always said nice things about you, Bear, JJ, and Tim. In a world that we can be many things, choose to be kind.
You got to backtrack a little bit there as well. You got a couple more super chats.
I gotta tell you this. It's yes. We'll come back to that in a minute. LC $2. Did Nico hire Marco to polish Carl with his mouth? And we've got producer Mark. I don't even understand that. I went to Oxley. Producer Mark, $2. Love them all. Let's enjoy life. Hail the pontiff there. I gotta tell you. Yeah, I am starting to feel. I got to be honest with you. I think, in all honesty, with Tim, he did certain things that really pissed me off. JJ, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
He did things that really pissed me off. I kind of put my guard up, my gates up. Do you understand? When I was just being... You understand, JJ? Maybe the Marco thing can be rectified. You know, maybe he's not as bad as I said, okay?
That's something you and the bear and whoever else need to work out. I'm not getting involved in personal problems.
Yeah, but I got to be honest with you. You know what? I'm always happy to admit when I've been a bit wrong too. But there was certainly... Let me just tell you one thing. There is no... With what Artem did, he really pisses me off. Can I say that to you, JJ? There are things,
say it again?
What Artem did to me really pisses me off.
Mm-hmm.
It was beyond a joke. You know what I mean?
Right.
That can't be patched up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As frustrating as it is, Arch, it is entertaining though to watch. I'll give Tim that. And from a business standpoint, right? Marco's not going to be streaming 3 hours a day come graduation time.
Yeah.
So is he really going to be cutting into the business that much?
I understand there. Pine Baron, $5. Do you?
ER is the nicest person in the world, probably.
What's that? Sorry.
I said ER is probably the nicest person in the world.
nicest...
She's always a sweetheart.
I totally agree there. Totally agree. Pine Baron, $5. Do you sometimes find it hard to choose which watch to wear and then feel guilty after you've left the house with the one you chose? I tell you what, sometimes I pick something, and if it's getting really sweaty, I regret wearing a leather strap watch when I should have gone for a steel or something like that. But you know what? I like to wear them, and what happens, happens. You've just got to...
So how do you choose? How do you choose the watch in the morning, right? When you wake up, if you had all of them laying out.
Well, for starters, I normally only have 2 or 3 because the other ones are in the safe.
Yep.
Otherwise, I got to lug them around everywhere with me. You see, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
So then, it depends. I'll be honest with you. All the time, I put on the sub, the Rolex. Just wear Rolex.
Hey, Arch, not to interrupt, but Marco messaged me. He wants to know if you could read his last comment.
Sorry. Yes, we will. We will get that.
Also, while we interrupted, I've got a jet, guys. So thank you very much.
See you later, my friend. Great having you on there.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Timepiece Fun, $2. Second billboard, send envelope if you steal super chats. And let's get this Marco one doing here. Let's get this Penos one. €5. Can somebody please explain the whole Tim Marco thing, preferably with some Archie yelling? What can we say there? Very, very quickly there. Basically, there was a little bit... Look, fame and money, it corrupts a lot of people. Fame and money. Americans will swim through sewage to have fame and money. What started off as just as a hobby, suddenly people got very, very... It happens to the best of us. And there were certain things which were funny that then became not so funny. And it's just the group dynamics. There's a lot... Group dynamics are very tough. And especially when you've got a gaslighter in the group who very much baits and cages you and is antagonistic. And it's always destined for failure if you call them out. So that's basically what happened. And JJ got a bit upset. I got upset before, and I got to be totally honest with you. I think it's resolving itself now. What do you think, JJ? Is that as nice as we could put it or not?
Yeah, that's very accurate and well said without being having to be nasty about it.
And just put ER's comment there. Yeah, Marco never asked for any money
Guess I'll
there.
do the super chats now. Timepiece Fun.
Timepiece Fun, Timepiece Fun, Timepiece Fun. Let's get this one happening here. $2. Want to toast virtually next time I'm at... Want to toast virtually anytime I'm at Paddock AD. That's it. There you go. Very quickly, we had Marco's question there. Marco said, do you remember his question? Can you help me? Marco, put that comment there.
Maybe he could retype it. If he could retype it.
Yeah, just send it to me.
Yeah,
send that to me now. And,
I see it.
From a viewer's perspective, it can actually be quite difficult keeping up with the drama. Maybe like we need to set up some type of Wikia or like a Wikipedia page constantly. You've got all the different characters.
Who's the official Archie archivist that has all
that's
of
an archive.
You just got to tune in.
You got to tune in. That's it.
You got to tune in every day.
You got to tune in and
it's hard to keep
pay
up.
the money to get in the WhatsApp group if you want.
Here we go. Watch Cardinal. To be clear, I don't need or want to come back. As I've said, there have been good memories. There have been more good memories than bad memories between us. I just want us to be amicable. That is all, Arch. That's pretty cool, isn't it, JJ? What do you think there?
Well, it's up to you, man. I mean, you guys gotta.
Look, I got to be honest with you. I'll do a review for him. I'm very happy. He's look, it is what it is. Sometimes in the heat of the moment, nasty things are said.
Get another super chat.
Yep.
Another super chat there. Super Rodent, $2. Remember Marco and Tim laughing at AC on the Rebel stream? I do remember that. That was the Perf Luxury stream. They wouldn't let me on, JJ.
I like Tim S's comment.
What did Tim S say? We need Gunzap back. Yes, Gunzap. Remember Gunzap?
Yeah, where is Gunzap?
Yeah, those amazing comments he used to make. Funniest video. He was an Aussie in Switzerland, wasn't he?
Think so. He had the game, right?
Guy.
The game.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you reckon Wizard should get that paddock world time? Yes, no, maybe? What do you think?
Yeah, why not? It's a nice one.
I think it's beautiful, but if he's not totally sold on it, then pass.
I think he's concerned about the discount he may or may not get. Would you get paid retail sticker for it?
No. There's no reason to. And he said he already has a good relationship with that dealer.
So does he plan to get rid of the Richard Mille?
He's already done that.
He did, yeah.
Oh, he's already done it, right? Okay.
It's gone. It's gone.
Good.
I mean, that's... Yeah. Here we go. Producer Mark, $2. ER's been here for over 10 years. That's correct. She certainly has. JJ, anything else you want to add to it there? Anything you want to say? Have I left anything out?
I don't know. I think we covered a lot of bases tonight.
Ooey.
Arch.
What happened to Ooey? Ooey. Oh, I love
Who's that?
Ooey. Ooey. Ooey.
I miss
Remember?
Ooey.
You don't
We got a
remember
new
Ooey.
legend.
Ooey.
Big super chat.
Here we go. Rez, $50. Everyone bring positive dynamic and contribute great ideas. Archie, it is your responsibility of managing it accordingly so that it doesn't turn into a dynamite. That's easier said than done, my friends. Very much easier said than done. I
do enjoy what Marco brings to the conversation, though.
Yeah, very good point. Very good point indeed there. Jeff, $10.
Arch, to be
Thoughts?
fair, you haven't found
Yes.
anyone with Marco's Google skills yet.
No. Jeff, $10. Thoughts on choosing either a 5164A or a 5167R? Round the same price, leaning towards the 5164A. I'm not into dress watches, like only sports. So this is a Aquanaut.
Rose Equinaut.
Rose gold and the 5164. What's the 5164? That's a steel, isn't it?
Steel, yeah. Steel, black dial. Or not black, the dark, like anthracite.
Got one from Toyota, Mo.
I'd go for the rose gold one. I think I just like precious metal. I'm sorry.
But I think that steel one is the travel time.
Yeah.
Yes, good point. With the orange. You know what? Both of those are beautiful. If you really like, if you really do like Paddock, Aquanaut, they're both. You can't really go wrong with either one, can you? Really?
Only if you pay retail or above.
Well, I don't think you're going to get it at retail, but this is the problem. It's so difficult to get any of this stuff. Just pay the piper. Toyota Mo, $5. Arch, I've realized the people that keep saying they stole your super chats are generally the people that don't super chat. Let's go. Super chat! Toyota Mo.
That is the truest statement of the night right there.
Yeah, this is a good point.
What do you think it means?
All the
when these
cheapos,
guys...
Arch, they all complain and burn you up. Meanwhile, they never dig in their pockets. They got deep pockets and short arms.
A lot has changed, to be fair. Thank you, it has. I got to tell you this, guys. None of these guys came back to me. Why didn't you think they came back to me when they got their name on the Paddock papers? Why wouldn't they come back to me?
Maybe they Googled you.
Well, some were dead or in jail, so that would do it.
Yeah.
Did you want that gymnast guy to contact you?
Yeah, he's a bit scary. That guy is scary. What about that Joseph Sitt? Could I have a conversation with Joseph Sitt?
Yeah, he didn't answer you.
Why doesn't he answer? How do I get in touch with Joseph Sitt? Does anyone know him there in the comments?
Right, to his property group. Pretend you're a complaining tenant.
You know, I'm not sure there. Horology, $10. Late tuning in, waiting on a connecting flight, has a new rendition of Kumbaya been sung. Inquiring minds want to know. There we go. There, it's
not yet, but maybe.
Maybe that's it. There.
There's one more.
And we don't want to post people's addresses. Come on, guys. I don't think that's nice. Even if it's somebody I don't like, we don't want to post people's addresses. That's just nasty. Omar, $5. Best part today was when Archie talked about buying your dream watch before you die and looked at Stefano specifically, but no one realized the irony. I think he should get it. I think Stefano would love the watch. I think, because he's already said, Stefano, I've made a ruling, okay?
Yes.
And I'm being honest with you, okay? Because you've already said, number one, you're not going to wear the Khaleesi.
Arch, I'll be right back, buddy. Be right back.
No worries, JJ. This is the ruling, okay? You're going to buy the white gold one, and you're going to wear the bloody thing.
Well, the 5270, I'll never take it off my hand.
Okay, but you're going to... The 5270 is not in yet, is it?
No, that one I have a few dealers I'm working on gray market, but
okay, but
my
what I'm
dealers,
saying is the world time, the beautiful 5230.
Yes.
As you're going to say to him, look, I'm happy to buy it. You're going to buy it, okay? You're going to wear it, but you can't pay full retail for it.
True.
You got to say to him, hey, look, I'm happy to buy it. Can you do something? Because they actually do fall a bit on the secondary. Just be honest with him.
Yeah,
just be honest. There's no point beating around the bush.
Oh, no.
Just say to him, look, I don't mind buying it. Can you do something for me? Because, and I would wear it, JJ. I think that's Stefano, that's actually a watch you would love. Beautiful, 38.5 mils. It's exactly like the Khaleesi. And you know what? It is gorgeous. It's this classy watch. I reckon that and the 5270 would be perfect watches.
Yeah, I mean, the 5270, I doubt I'll ever take it off.
Well, that's good, but I still think the world time could be a nice one to have as well, okay?
Well, I'm going to take a ride out there Saturday, look at it, and if you give me the right price.
Just ask him to give you a little bit off,
Oh,
and you've got to say to him, I'm happy to buy it as long as it doesn't mean my Khaleesi's not coming. No.
The Khaleesi's locked in. There's nothing he can do about
I would
that.
play the game with him and say, look, I'm doing you the favor buying it. You're not doing me a favor selling it to me.
No, of course.
Does that make sense? You got to tell him that you know the score.
Oh, he knows. 300,000 in the past 2.5 years, he knows.
Juco Ted, $5. Pontiff, I received my sermon from David SW today. All is good in the world. As always, I told them the Pontiff sent me. David SW. I appreciate that, man. I got to tell you, I want to ask you, George, now that you're on the show, I wanted to ask. Firstly, Stefano, is that okay? The advice we've said to you?
Yes, of course. Thank you. That's why I asked.
But you can't pay retail for it.
I'm not going to. Trust me.
It is an amazing watch, man. I think it's one of the most beautiful Pateks of modern time. Okay. If I was in your position, I'm not trying to say anything bad, but I'm just saying if health was a bit fucked and, I got to be honest with you, Stefano, it's time to start enjoying life, okay?
That's right.
We want that 90 days to be gone, okay? If I was you, I'd buy the bloody thing and just wear it. Enjoy it. I think you will love it. To be honest with you, I think you will love it. It is so special. Personally, I think the grey is absolutely perfect.
Okay.
I think it's because it's a modern rendition of it looks like the bloody platinum one.
Yes.
It's a modern rendition of the platinum. I think it's so cool. I like the case. I like everything about it.
Another super chat.
Super chat. Toyota Mo.
You got two of them.
Is that the one? So which is the one? Toyota Mo? Which one's the one I need to do?
Oh, you've got William Money.
William Money. $20! Let's hear it again. David SW. David SW. David SW. Thank you so much, David SW. Anthony Napolitano, $2. Tim should have took that deal to post the link. Okie dokie.
I think we may have missed Toyota Mo's. I think I missed him.
Yeah,
sorry.
Toyota Mo. Let's get Toyota Mo. Toyota Mo. Which one was Toyota Mo? $5 here, Toyota Mo.
Yep.
Jesus, at least Marco super chatted you. Let's go, you cheap, nasty, vicious punters. Super chats start as low as $1. And I got to say, I got to be honest with you. I've actually been impressed. We are amicable, okay? I'll be honest with you. I'm improving. It's getting. Look, I kind of. I'm easy to work on, so that's okay. It's all good there. What I wanted to say is to you, Stefano, get that bloody world time. Stop mucking around now. Just wear it. Love it. Get the 5270 when you can. But I tell you, life is no more dress rehearsal. Just get it and wear it and love it.
That's right.
George. I wanted to ask you there, any suggestions? Because I wanted to ask you for a long time, because you're a real dress watch person. What do you think I should do with some of my collection? Does anything need to change? What needs to be done?
You asked me a couple months ago, and I said, sell the 6006, and you did.
Yes.
That's it. That's it.
That's it. Nothing. Just
listen.
Keep
I hear the advice for you to consolidate and get a really proper,
I think I love them too much. To be honest with you, I can't do that because I
don't see you doing that either.
I really do love them too much. So I don't think that's the best thing for me to do.
I agree.
It's easier said than done. I think watches also have some memories with them. Wizard, do you believe in memories associated with watches?
Yes,
or that's all
most
bullshit?
definitely.
Absolutely.
Most definitely.
Most definitely.
Plus, Arch, put it this way. If you consolidate, you've always taught us one thing. Your watches are your way out.
Yeah.
You have to sell a very big ticket watch to get perhaps half the money you needed. Yes. And you're never going to own it again after that. You know that.
Mm.
Yes, exactly right. You can't cash out a little bit. And the problem is, too, I've paid taxes on all this stuff now.
Exactly.
I'm going to sell it. It'll probably sell internationally because those watches aren't really for Australia. Australia seems to be a very... Australia is a very... Look, we're not really high up on the watch scene. I'm just going to bring this up just so I can show this on the screen. We'll get the next guy up in a minute. Just hang on there. Share screen.
I thought Bardsley was coming on.
Oh, we thought so too, but he obviously didn't come on. I don't know what to say there. Here we go. SR Bell 67. Is that the next one, guys?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. $2. Arch, tell story about Asian massage. I've had hundreds of Asian massages. You know what? I got to be honest with you guys. You got to have some fun in life. What's the point in any of this shit? What are we here for? You want to have some fun. That's it. You just want to enjoy life, have fun, be happy. That's what we
can
want.
I just say something?
Sure.
Look, I don't know if I should say this.
You can say anything you like.
No one's
Speak to me.
watching. Just say it.
No one's
Look,
watching.
look, I'm just going to come out and say it. I'd really like to see what those PEDX would look like on the bottom row.
Ah,
that's it.
I think
that was the big.
I think it might look a bit better.
Yes.
There, I said it. All right.
There you go. Thank
I'll
you.
be quiet now.
Wow.
No, that's okay.
Living on the edge.
I gotta be honest with you. You know, if I had Tim wrong, $2. Glad you are softening. Let me know when you want me on. There we go. There. I gotta tell you seriously. You know, Wizard. I look at these. I just love them. You know, I could look at this picture for hours. Just look at the watches. I'm wearing the sub. That's not 8 in the box, 1 on the wrist.
1 on the wrist.
That's the way it should be.
Or 4 in the bank safe.
I want to ask. I wanted so George. I think for me, if I had a windfall, okay. The problem is, what I would really like is a Pepsi. Okay. I don't even want a meteorite dial, just a standard steel Pepsi, 30 grand Aussie. Okay.
Oh my God, it's not worth it.
It's a lot of money.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
It's a lot of. I don't have 30 grand. Okay, I'd have to go on credit card. Okay. Okay, so I don't actually. And the other thing I'd really want is a manual wind chronograph, or maybe a JJ, you know, the 5960, or a 5170. But I look at these, I don't want to sacrifice any of these to get that. It'd only be if I had extra, and they're so expensive.
Excuse me.
So expensive.
You'd have to
Wizard,
sacrifice a lot.
I don't even care about resale, Wizard. You know, I look at this box. I suppose if you wanted resale, I should have gone for Hulks and Pepsis and
Exactly.
Hulk Kermits and Sermits and.
Exactly.
I don't even really care. You know, you've got to have some enjoyment. You know, I'm nearly 50, Wizard. What do I
You're
care
still
about?
a young lad.
What do I care about resale?
got
But you know what I mean.
Who cares?
Verado, Mr. Tudor, to you, $5. Perhaps a little more color in the box. That would do. But what do I know? There we go. Thank you, George. Why did you say to me to get rid of the 6006? Do you think what was the reasoning?
At that time, you wanted to get rid of one, and you were trying to justify getting rid of the annual, and I couldn't see that happen. That's why.
Yes.
That's
why. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah. The funny thing is, you know, the 6006, which is a great watch. I love that watch. It probably meant the least. The world time and the annual, I don't want to sell those because of.
You can't. Those are your watches. Those are literally you.
Then the 5127, I want that because it's like the 5107. Okay. Then all it would be is, it would actually, if I sold the 5196 and kept the 600, that could have worked.
But then you don't have the yellow gold three-hander, and you know.
But I must tell you, this is a better usable watch. The 3-hand 5196 is just so usable.
Absolutely.
I got to tell you, I love my Reverso. That's a great watch. That's a great watch. The Omega, for me, I'm very happy with the Speedmaster. It doesn't have to be a Daytona. People love that. The Daytona's amazing watches.
We've got one super chat.
Super chat. Pamos Kalos, €5. Super chat, you cheap fikers. You can get Archie to read anything you write, just like Will Ferre in Anchor Room. Go fike yourself, San Diego. There you
60% of the time, it works every time.
You were about to tell a story about a massage parlor before a green room so rudely interrupted.
I got to tell you,
just had to say it.
The massage parlor, obviously, massage parlor. Look, I got to be honest with you. You know, I've gone to a lot of massage parlors as I'm getting older. I find it better to have a wife than to go for paid experiences, Wizard. You know this, Wizard?
I guess, yeah, why not?
You know, it's better. But I got to tell you, massage parlor, I told you the story there. I had the 36 mil. The lady said to me, I said, what do you think of my new Rolex? It was a 14270. That's the 36 mil Explorer 1 Sapphire. And she said, oh, little bit small. That's what she said to me, little bit small. and she was a person who didn't know. She wasn't a huge watch person, but just a Singaporean Chinese lady. She just said little bit small. That's what she said to me. And I got to say, Wizard, tell me this. In your case there, I reckon for you, Wizard, I think you might be... In your case, Wizard, I would just get 4 watches would be enough for you. You get your world time, right? What I like about that white gold one is you can wear it and you keep the Khaleesi. You have the white gold one to wear when the Khaleesi one's in the safe. You know what I mean? Then you got the 5270. That's an amazing watch.
That's the watch I'll probably wear most of the time.
Would you instead of getting that, would you get a 5970?
No, I want the 5270. I'm in love with that.
Platinum with the salmon?
Yes, platinum salmon dial.
It's a gorgeous watch.
How much? They do it in non-platinum, don't they?
Oh, I don't know.
In gold?
I never bothered to look at it. I wanted the platinum version, so.
Trim wrong.
Yeah, there's a white gold with white dial. I believe.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Well, I think
They
George is right because
they got a blue
I want
dial
the
as well,
salmon dial.
haven't they? What's the blue dial on? What's the blue
I
dial?
think is also white gold. I think. It's
And they do it in
well.
rows, don't they? They do it. You can also get it on a bracelet, I think. Here we go.
Yes.
Trim Wong. I invented the modern massage parlor. Well, you're welcome, Trim Wong. $2. What a great guy. Wizard, are you getting one of these boxes? Tell me what's happening. Are you getting one of these LV
Yeah, I
boxes?
ordered it. The gray with the blue.
Oh, when's that coming?
Well, as soon as they call me, Louis. Okay. You know how they are, a little snooty. But I'm glad because I gave my son's number as well because I ordered in New York. I ordered at Louis Vuitton in the Americana in close to where my house is. So Manhasset.
Got you. When you say they're snooty, like what do you mean by snooty?
They're snobbish and shit.
There's no reason for that, Wizard.
Well, they are. I mean, that's probably the only time I went into Louis not to buy an ex-wife or a girlfriend a purse.
A purse.
Only buy your wife, Louis, right?
Yeah. Well, my ex-wife has Louis, Chanel, Hermes. She has a little bit of everything. And Sonia, I bought her an LV. I bought her a Salvatore Ferragamo. When I went to get a pair of shoes, she fell in love with this because orange is her color. So I bought her.
Ferragamo is a great
purse.
brand.
My favorite shoes.
Yeah, Ferragamo is they're made in Florence, Italy, for God's sake.
Yeah,
that's
I probably have a dozen pair.
Wow, you only wear Ferragamos?
Ferragamos, and I have 1 or 2 Pradas. That's it.
Wow.
And I have sneakers. I mean, casually, I like my Nikes too.
Yeah, JJ.
Yes, I am here.
It's all been resolved here. We're all a community again. There, we've got some love, JJ.
Oh man, is it about
lots of
love?
Community. JJ, in your watches, are you down? What are you doing? Downsizing, upsizing? What are you doing? So much drama. What are you doing?
I'm just admiring the way your collection sits in the box. It looks very, very nice here. I want to get down to this or maybe one more, 8 or 9.
But you know, this collection here doesn't impress the people who want the flexing. They want the Aquanaut, the Nautiluses.
Who gives a shit? As long as if it satisfies you, forget those punters.
That's what I think as well. I tend to agree with you.
Well, JJ, you missed it. Green Room said to put the Paddocks in the front and the Rollies in the back.
Yeah, it would make the Paddocks.
I had to say it.
You know how many times it's funny you say that in my box. How many times I put the really good ones on the top, then I put the really good ones in the front, and I'm like, shit. Where do they look better? Where's my strong row? Which one's my strong row?
Birmingham, I got to ask you a question, okay?
Yeah.
Birmingham, I got a little bit of money coming in.
Let's
do
not
I
go
buy
there
the
now.
wife? Do I buy the wife a present or do I repay some credit card debt?
That.
Well, you know what I'm gonna say. You gotta.
No, you just tell me.
Come on.
Pay down the credit card debt. Wait, does your wife know about the credit card debt? Like, is this?
Yeah.
Are you joint account or is it your personal cards?
Personal cards, but I pay all the bills. I take care of all the. I manage all the money.
Does she feel the stress from the credit card balance
the interesting thing is, $10,000 I owe on my credit card. Did you know the interest on that is roughly the same amount of money I'm paying on $100,000 of house debt?
Ooh.
Tim wrong or trim wrong.
Well, I can't tell if
In
one of
value
them
or percentage.
if you just got a really low
Here we go.
interest rate on your credit card or
trim
a high
wrong
interest rate on your
$2. Since we're community, can I drop my link for $5? Gonna
Oh
love
my
him.
God!
And you've got
Gonna
one more
love-
just now.
There's another one. Timepiece Fund, $5. There was a global strip joint scoring card in Usenet back in the late 80s. Amazing how treasure trove it was. Have been a family man for over 20 years now. There you go. Look at that. Usenet. You remember the Usenet? Very cool there, guys. I got to tell you, seriously, guys, I got to tell you, there is, yeah, I think you're right. Payoff. You know what the truth is that the credit card is 13.99, 14%. The home loan is 1.99.
Because it's different. That's a secured
so it is
loan.
drastically different rate. You're just saying you're paying as much.
No, but I'm saying the repayments, the interest on 14% of 10,000, it's $1,500 a year, $1,500 a year, whereas $100,000 loan at 2% is $2,000. It's almost the same interest charge.
Right.
One is 100, one is 10.
Yeah, well, one is secured and one is an unsecured loan. That's why.
So do not refinance your house.
You try
and
not
roll
paying
the
it back,
debt
and
into
they
your
will pursue you to the ends of the earth.
Yeah, no, for sure. But why don't you just? Well, it's only 10 grand. I mean,
pay it off. Pay it off.
Yeah.
Guys, what
Give
is
me
it like getting? Sorry, what is it like getting your first credit card? Because I've never had one.
What?
Ah.
How old are you? 12?
I'm 25. I've never had one.
Why didn't you ever have one?
I've just never needed to get one.
You should get one.
When you're ready to go get a car loan or a mortgage, you'll see how you were so wrong about it. I had a credit card from 16 years old. I got my graphite card invited by Amex when I was 28. There's nothing like having great credit. Nothing.
Nope, it can never replace that leverage.
Never.
Absolutely.
In today's day and age in North America, US and Canada, your credit sucks. You can't even get a good job.
Well, do you have other lines of credit, or have you never taken out a single line of credit? Because you can have zero, like not a zero credit score, but like no credit. Just if they try to pull your credit, there's nothing reported to the credit.
Yeah, either nothing or he's in like 300 or 250 or something like that.
Well, that's usually because you've had like lates or something that's like harmed your credit to get down that low.
Or zero. You started somewhere.
No,
I don't know. I've never had
like
low
the
credit,
lowest.
so I wouldn't know.
Depends on the bureau, but usually it doesn't go much
If you want
below
a decent
300.
score, you need time behind it anyway. You need a couple of years behind
And you need a track record anyway. Just him getting a credit card don't mean nothing if you don't use it.
Right.
There's
But if
no
he's had-
there's
I'm
no
saying if
track
he's had,
history.
like car payments for 5 years. It's like that. You know, those are all things that would show.
Do you have a car payment?
history?
No. No, I've never
So you never had a credit card and you never had a loan in your life.
Never.
And what are you waiting for?
I've spent too much time watching what's his name, Mr. Ramsey there in Texas.
If you watch Mr. Ramsey, you're never going to be able to buy a house.
Yeah. Here we go. Anthony Napolitano, $2. Why can't I see 300 upvotes? You betcha.
Exactly.
Upvote now, guys.
You're at 144, Pontiff.
I got to be honest with you. I want to tell you this, okay? I think credit itself there, I got to be honest with you. Seriously, if you pay cash for everything in this day and age, you'll never own a house because by the time you've saved enough, you're behind the 8 ball. However, I will say this, to spend credit on frivolous things like restaurants, clothing, and shit like that.
No, it's not worth it either.
Very bad. But if you use that money to buy things that go up or hold, it's a good tool. And the funny thing is with credit, I got to be honest with you. My problem is my eyes are bigger than my wallet. I always can find good deals, and sometimes it's best for me not to look. I'm okay now. At one stage I had about half a dozen credit cards with massive limits, and I cancelled a lot of them. How much credit do you really need there? Well, I got to tell you,
It depends
seriously.
what business you're in and how much you need to float every month.
Yeah. I mean, in the watch business, you need as much credit as you can damn well get, because 100,000 is nothing at times for a watch.
Yeah, but I never, ever have purchased, unless it's a personal gift, a watch for myself or someone. I've never bought anything from my shop with my credit card. My credit card is used for all my architectural, so 100, 200,000 a month. And I made sure if the vendor doesn't take Amex, I don't do business with them. I need my points. I save my points. I use them for travel. My travel, my hotel, my car rentals. That's the only reason I use my Amex. I have 2 MasterCards, 50,000 each. I use those as I see fit. But if I won't buy it unless I know I can pay the bill at the end of the month. I've never done a payment ever in my life.
But if you get your first credit card, and then you max it out buying your girlfriend like
never did that.
Quality leather goods, and then she dumps you, it feels like crap. So
yeah, thank God I don't do it that way. The first credit card I had, 16, was a Macy's card that my mom co-signed for me to have because I was underage, and I didn't max it out. I had $1,000. I bought like $550 worth of back-to-school clothing for my sister and some things that she needed, supplies. And I worked my ass off. I had the money already, but I worked the extra 3 weeks, and I just paid it off one shot. And then slowly I built my credit up.
Anthony Napolitano, $2. Are people scared to press the upvote? I got to say one thing there, Burbinghard. My first credit card was actually, has this, a Microsoft credit card.
Microsoft, wow.
They had a Microsoft.
Any perks?
I was a Communique member. That was the Microsoft Club, the Communique. And then I got the white Microsoft card, and I got a $1,500 limit. And I got to tell you, look, credit, if it's used sensibly, is a great tool to have there. And you've got to have some control. You can't just be like a 3-year-old in a candy store. That's not going to always work for you. I mean, the truth is, if you can't control yourself, you can't control yourself with booze. Do you have to drink all the beer in the fridge? Do you have to drink all the scotch or the vodka? Many of these things here are difficult. But look, seriously, Green Room, people do like you to have, when they do a credit check, you probably had a credit check. If you got a mobile phone on a plan?
Yeah, of course.
That's credit.
Yeah, but it gets charged off every month on my credit card.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm saying Green Room, you would have credit from having a mobile phone on a plan. There's many things.
If you were to try to buy a house and you've never taken out a line of credit, right?
Yeah.
You can be limited to the lender. So I used to work in like mortgage lending. So you can be limited a little bit by the lender, but underwriters can do what's called like a manual underwriting. So instead of having credit, they can say, oh, well, you've paid your cell phone bill on time for 5 years. You've paid your rent by check. So they'll have to look for other ways to prove your credit worthiness other than using your FICO score or
it depends.
What's reported by the bureaus.
Look, credit, the ability to borrow money is a very important thing. The Timepiece Fund, $2. Use credit to build business or to buy appreciating assets.
Always.
And guys, I'm going to wrap up. JJ, you want to post the link, JJ? Give me the link and I'll post it for you, JJ's link.
You want me to give it to you or you want me to post it?
I don't know. Can you post it?
Yeah, I got a wrench.
Okay, yeah, go and post it, JJ. So there we go, guys. A great show today.
One more super chat.
One more super chat. Dark BBC Suckerhorn. Good day, mate. Thank you so much there. Great show, guys. Great show. JJ's posted the link. He's got a show. Guys, we do love this community. This has been a good show. We didn't want to go too much on about the other guy there, but you know what? Stefano, what did you think? We don't have that Israeli guy with the parrot today. Was that better?
I only saw him once. That guy Marcelo or whatever. Yeah,
that's right.
you know, I only saw him once, so I don't even know the guy. I mean, he was feeding his bird. It looked like a little Quaker parrot, but I'm not sure.
It's a beautiful little bird there.
Yeah, he's fun. She's funny.
Yeah.
It's a she, he said.
Yeah. Look, guys, it's great having you on here. I'm going to end the show. We will see you tomorrow, guys.
Later, guys.
Yep.
And thank you, Wizard, for coming on, man. That's
No,
always a
thank you.
pleasure.